dude.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
You don't even.
How are we doing? We doing good?
Hello.
You still talking
We're
about
good.
drugs?
No.
Like adjacent stuff.
Okay,
Yeah,
drug
drugs
adjacent, cool.
adjacent. Yeah.
Cool.
Drugs are cool.
Well, welcome out to episode 117, everybody. Good to see you. We have a full house here today, and we left off in a pretty tense moment. So, what's the play for today? Does anyone have anything they want to shout out, or shall we dive straight into just some D&D?
I'm ready. Let's go.
do it.
Okay.
Ready.
In which case, does anyone wish to read the recap?
I'll do it. Oh, look at that.
I could do it, but I would have to stop halfway through.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Don't.
true.
Oh boy.
Okay.
It's gonna be fine.
Last we left off, we found ourselves in the courtyard of the Queen of Hearts in pursuit of the pendant for the Archfey Lucky. We met a gazer named Savisa, and with their help fought against the Queen and her whole deck. The grueling battle cost the life of Skold, and we teleported outside, finding the Archfey Lucky and Bear Archfey treating the whole ordeal as if it was a cruel bet.
Dicks.
Sturds.
Wait, I'm not there.
You
Sorry.
see as... Yeah, it's true, you are Savisa right now. In those moments afterwards, Lucky's just kind of leant across to you and assured you that... I said I would help. You mean by betting we can help your friend that way? Other deals could be made, but this is a lot to be asked for.
All right, fine. Are you gonna help? Are you gonna talk to them about all the shit that's going on
the
our
Archfey?
plane or not?
Oh, what do you have? I was that
Great.
confident in you.
Okay. Then I guess we're out.
Well, you don't want to know the results?
No, he just died. So we're out. We're leaving to
So
bring him back and figure that out.
Don't you want to know what I'm giving you? What? How could you be so ungrateful?
I don't think I want it, dude. Whatever it is. I've seen what happens to people who get really close to you. You know what's really fucked up, actually, is every single person that we met in that crown still thinks you're fucking awesome. They had nothing bad to say about you.
You could stop now. Just no need to keep talking. It's sad.
About what? About all the people that you left in the crown? Because you made it pretty clear that you could get us out of there anytime you wanted. So why are they still in there?
Fabia.
Who's Alice, by the way?
You hear from behind. We're not still in there. And you just see the Mad Hatter is over in the distance by the tree line. Near him, the Cheshire Cat's grin kind of grows in the darkness. The caterpillar sits leaning around a tree. The March Hare is counting his fingers continuously, and the Dormouse is resting against them, waking up occasionally. All of them are listening, almost appearing the moment you start bringing them up. He goes, "She obviously did not mean I left you. They know that.
They know what?
Well, that I was trying to look for them the whole time." Fabio.
Why would you need to look for them? You were able to talk to me at any point, it seemed like. And I didn't need to eat the cake. You made that pretty clear. So why were they in there so long, going fucking crazy, waiting for you?
Just a little fun, really. It was important. This whole thing is really important to me. So,
Dude, I don't care.
you see
I don't
beside
care.
you, the grin of the Cheshire Cat appears. She brings up a very good point. You did leave us. And then one by one, they start walking around to your side. Matt, as he kind of comes around to your side, March goes, "All right. I don't think the madness went away. My fingers are doubling. And he kind of steps around to you. The dormouse kind of wakes up and then rushes over to your side, but all of them stand behind you. And Lucky looks across them. Okay. No. You're my thieves. You're my... And they all look across to you, Fabi. She got us out of there. Then consider us even. Go ahead, take my white rabbits. That's fine. But I want you to know that the Fae, I was the one that convinced them. You may have lost a companion, but I brought you so much more.
Two compa. What about our Alice?
Alice made a deal with the dealer.
What?
Alice failed to retrieve the pendant. Came out.
What? I don't know if I believe you lie about everything, don't you? You lied to her. You lied to all of them. That's all you do, isn't it?
It's in my nature.
Dude, they've thought that she was dead this whole time, so the least that you could do is say where she is.
In a card somewhere. I don't know. Does it matter? Why does it matter?
So what happened if we returned our size without retrieving the pendant? Were you going to kill us out here?
Not me, but when Alice did it, Arth was given a mighty scare. He didn't expect her to be inside, so he might have broken her. But the dealer fixed it. Well, she did die. That part's not a lie.
What?
Just that she made a deal. Your friend could make a deal.
What kind of deal?
The dealer's open to orders.
Who's
I'm not going to
dealer?
speak on
I'll
his
speak-
behalf. But that was his set of cards in there.
Look, we don't. Thanks for keeping up your end of the bargain. We're gonna get out of here. And she's gonna turn to the Cheshire Cat and the Mad Hatter and all of them and say, "You're welcome to come with us if you want, or you can stay with him."
Don't turn your back on me. You act like this was some sort of favor I was doing for you. You owed me.
No, it was a game. It was a game for you. You've made that really fucking clear. My friend died in there. You abandoned all of them in there. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a bit pissed off. It's not like I think that I can do anything about this situation. I'm not about to come over and punch you, but I don't really want to be around you anymore. Thank you for fulfilling your end of the deal. We're leaving. I don't want whatever it was you were going to give me. I don't want it.
Doesn't matter then. But make no mistake. We were never friends.
Yeah, that's clear. Thank God. Considering how you treat your friends.
I say goodbye to you. You stole from me, and I almost stole everything from you. So we do part ways. We do it because I wish it. Go ahead, take the stupid thieves. I can always find more. Besides, it doesn't matter, does it? Any of it. You're likely
You
to
don't
die.
think we're
in your
gonna
own
win?
realm. No, I don't.
All right. Then I guess you can just chill here and watch us all die.
He kind of flicks his hand, and you see a tree open up into a door. Feel free to leave the Feywild. You're no longer welcome. After what I did for you. All of you. He turns and walks over towards our throne, who's now up and wandered off, and he sits on it. Just starts rubbing his temple. Never really did enjoy mortals anyway. Where slumps down into the chair. The rest of the
See you
world
around,
look at you.
dude. Fabio
Cheshire.
will turn to everybody turn to everybody else.
The Cheshire Cat looks at you. We can't really spend long at a time in the material plane, but we can show up to help you whenever you need. We're no good without a leader. You seem like a really
We'd
good thief.
appreciate the help.
Well, they all kind of bow at once. The White Rabbits are yours.
Awesome.
On a more positive note, before we get on to the sadder stuff, you have unlocked your legacy item.
Yay!
You become
Nice.
the leader of the White Rabbits.
Oh shit!
Damn.
You got your own little other gang.
My little crew.
Yeah.
You should be able to see it at the top of
Yes,
everything.
I see it.
You still have all of your old stats as well. That magic is still provided to you. This is just a lot of extra.
I gotta be honest with you. Because in character we had the conversation where he was like, "Yeah, if we part ways now, you'll still keep your power. It's fine."
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to be like, "Actually, fuck you."
Yeah, it's fair,
right?
that's fair.
Oh, did you lie about that too?
Okay. Ascended leader of the White Rabbits. Trickster's chosen. You gain a +2 to your dexterity ability score. This number can't exceed 20. Excellent. Down the rabbit hole, as the leader of the White Rabbits, you can call upon them to aid you in the material plane. Though their time there is fleeting, they will do their best to help. You can call upon their aid an equal amount of times to your proficiency bonus. You can spend a use of this feature and use your bonus action to call for one of them to appear and provide the help action for you. You gain all uses back upon finishing a long rest. Below are a list of ways to use this ability. Each one can be used once each, depending on a use of the feature. The Mad Hatter. As the adversary of time, you can spend your reaction to call upon the Mad Hatter to distract time for one full round. During this round, you are unable to deal damage, but you can use your full action, bonus action, and movement speed. Also, as an alternative use of this ability, when you roll initiative, you can spend your reaction to force your initiative to become 30. What?
So, one thing I didn't really describe in there that I
Holy
forgot to describe is when you distract time, essentially you get one round where everyone is frozen. So you
Like
get
a
one
free
full
round,
Yeah.
basically.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Damn.
That's
Your
sick.
own little time stop.
Yeah. The Caterpillar. As an advocate for theatrics, the Caterpillar can be called upon as a free action when you make an attack roll to blow a smoke ring for you to fire an arrow through. When fired through the smoke ring, the arrow gains the following effects. It ignores full cover, it can pass through walls, it doubles the arrow's distance, and upon a hit where you spend your sneak attack, you can deal sneak attack damage to an additional target within 30 feet of the original target, but it will count as psychic damage. That is fucking sick.
Through
That's
a
so
wall?
good. Through a wall, dude. It's XCOM now. Cheshire Cat. As someone who takes pleasure in secrecy, the Cheshire Cat can be called to turn you invisible as a bonus action. Whilst invisible in this way, you maintain your invisibility as long as you successfully hit a creature with an attack roll during your turn.
Shit.
On a hit, you're able to teleport up to 20 feet away from your original spot and leave behind a floating grin. That's tight. Wait, so if I
Sick.
use him to
Stay
become invisible, as long as I hit somebody, I'll stay invisible?
That's so
Dude,
That's
What?
So
You hit
good.
teleport and you
That's
remain
tight.
invisible.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Okay. The March Hare. It's believed the hare was mad before even stepping foot in the Gardens of Madness. As such, he can be called upon as a reaction when you fail a saving throw to instead succeed. If you do so, roll on the madness table and gain that effect for 1 hour. Fair. And the Dormouse. Despite often being at the butt of all jokes, the Dormouse is an extremely capable thief. As an action, you call upon the Dormouse to share with you his quickened rest. You're able to take a short rest and complete it in 1 minute. During this time, you can request that the Dormouse seek you a chosen proficiency, usually randomized by the Archfey scholarship ability.
Damn.
That's tight. Joe,
Yeah.
I love all of that.
Thank you. So yeah, each of those abilities can be used once, or you can alternatively call them in to do help actions per long rest. So yeah, you have the you now lead the White Rabbits.
Sick.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Okay, rad.
With the group around you now stood there, you still have the other issue, which is the giant skull lying still over to the side.
Look, I'll definitely contact you guys, but we've gotta try to help our friend right now. So
Anytime you need. Mad Hat kind of
thanks.
tips his hat. And each of them disappears in small, colourful plumes of smoke.
I should call Fia, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess let's try to. Oh wait, can we put him on a cart? What do we have?
Make a
I'm
cart
panicking.
or like a trolley or like something to carry him.
Yeah, because we're not gonna
Like
be able to
a
grab this
medical
dude.
bed kind of thing.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
we
you
can
could
like
design a
transfer him on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
create one of
yeah,
those?
like a gurney. Yeah, I can create something like that. And then I'll also create like one of the tac phone things that we've been making to contact Fia.
Okay.
Where do we want to meet her somewhere specifically? Maybe we can
It
rendezvous
has to be
somewhere.
somewhere familiar to her so she can get here to us.
Yes.
So the closest place that we all know.
I mean, I guess let's just go out the door to start with, right?
Yeah. I could also teleport us somewhere, and then we could call her to meet with us. So
Okay. So I guess first thing, we get all of us out
Leave.
the.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
The couple, who's going to be lifting Skold, by the way? You will have the benefit of having him on a gurney, which I didn't know that
Gurney?
was the name of it. I thought it was just called a medical hammock. So
It is called a gurney. Yeah.
Very neat. I could help. It might be a 2-person job because he's so big.
Basil is buff as hell, as we
Just
So
use
said.
your
buff.
arm wrestling arm.
champ.
it's true.
Yeah.
This is all part of the lifts.
Yeah.
We don't have much muscle.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
we
yeah.
don't.
If you do have a couple of people that might be able to lift, I'm sure like Basil and
Maybe Timothy.
Timmy,
Who's
yeah.
the
Not
second
Timothy.
strongest?
I mean,
Aaron.
Aaron has good athletics.
Oh, Aaron.
Yeah,
Okay.
Aaron.
But his
would be
strength
good.
is still pitiful.
My strength is not ideal, but yeah.
I mean, can we all like?
Yeah, what
pitch
if we
in?
all
Like, we
assist?
do this?
We'll pitch in, yeah.
Everybody.
Okay,
I
He's
think-
huge,
You'll pitch in,
right?
there'll be no
So
rolls.
surely
Yeah,
we
he's
can
be
all
able to
get
lift.
out.
big.
Um,
Okay, cool.
Heavy, and it's difficult, but with the gurney underneath, it's definitely an easier job going. Are you exiting out of
Okay.
the Feywild through the door?
Yes.
Yeah. As we leave the door, I'd like to cast Stinking Cloud.
Awesome.
And then give him the middle finger as
Yes.
we walk out.
Holy amazing. Perfect.
He's still slumped
Good.
over, so he doesn't see you cast it, right? So he misses the middle finger, but you know for sure that as you're kind of stepping through the door, the cloud is definitely wafting his way. And though you might not see it, you know it will hit him before he ever sees it. There'll be a moment when you do get your last laugh.
Amazing.
You step through the door and immediately appear back outside of the tavern in Albridge. Appearing in the middle of the street. Each of you
Oh,
come
'cause that's
through.
where you left from.
And immediately as you step through, Adderward and Blossom, can you please roll a 1d10 each
Huh?
and a 1d100
Okay. 1
each?
D10.
We'll do Adderward and then we'll do Blossoms.
Here's mine. I rolled a 1 on the D10.
Okay?
At D100 at 12.
Okay. If you go ahead and roll Blossoms at the same time, I'll tell you what it is.
Blossoms is a 9 and a 32.
This is fine.
Oops.
The moment you step through, madness effects begin to kick in.
Oh boy.
You both rolled
Uh-oh.
the seemingly nothing happened roll,
Uh-oh.
which turned into long-term madness through this roll. For you, as you rolled a 1 on the 1d10, it's only for 10 hours. Blossom's one will be for 90 hours. You step through, and the moment you do, you just start seeing things that shouldn't be there. Stuff from the Feywild. You start to see creatures appearing. You can hear Tweedledee and Tweedledum's laughter, and you hear their kind of bonking sounds coming over from the side, where you can just hear them almost like being trapped in like a loony world. It's familiar sounds, like the colors are changing around, and you're having vivid hallucinations. You have disadvantage on ability checks for the next 10 hours. Blossom, with a 32, is revolted by her madness, as if affected by the antipathy or effect of antipathy sympathy spell, as she kind of constantly is thinking about it, and it drags into her mind. I can link you what the spell does.
I can pull it up.
Okay. But essentially,
So do
she's
they
kind of
have-
considered frightened of it herself.
So what does that do mechanically for them for the next 90 hours, as in the rest of the campaign?
So it's these effects can be removed. Essentially, because I'm reading it myself here as well, because it's all done through their table. As it's by her own madness, she's essentially frightened of herself, and right now, yeah, I'm just reading through it. I would say it's going to give her mostly the frightened effect that is kind of, disadvantage on attack rolls and whatnot, more so than the movement.
Okay.
And it will treat her as very much like, I would say, because she's trying to escape herself, if she... This is how I'm going to rule it, based on the Feywild. Because the madness table is an official D&D thing. And I feel like that effect is a bit odd. I'm going to have it so that if she notices her own shadow, she's going to try and run in the direction opposite to it.
Oh.
Oh,
So
so sad.
the way we'll do that is in combat, on her initiative, we'll also roll a d4 to see which direction her shadow's kind of been illuminated towards. And unless there's clear lighting. And then she'll do a perception check at the end of her turns. Or the beginning of her turns, even. So that she has the movement to run. And if she sees her shadow, she'll try and run for it. If she still has it during that 90 hours.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and this can be cured with, like, I'm guessing, some form of restoration spell.
Yeah, it's not an indefinite madness. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But you see immediately as Blossom kind of comes through you, notices her shadow, and flies off in another direction away from you.
Oh, fuck. And I'm seeing and hearing things.
What?
I think I still got some lingering...
Oh
Madness.
shit. Okay. Everything's fine. That's probably not helpful. But everything's fine aside from Skold.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. So if you want to like double check that shit's real, just
Like walking
let
up
us
to walls
know.
and, like, just
I
touching
guess.
them.
Blossom
We
swings
got like
back
something
round,
for this, and he kind of
stands right next to you, and then kind of like pushes up against you, Adderward, kind of looking around, freaked out.
So what's my thing again? What's like specifically happening to me again?
So you're seeing vivid hallucinations. It's described as the character experiences vivid hallucinations and has disadvantage on ability checks.
All right, yeah, it's honestly it's looking worse than it was in the crown right now out here. I'm just gonna sit down, and Adelward will try to sit down, but he is currently a wind elemental, so he'll just kind of flop his legs up the ground.
Maybe we should go to Old Blues.
Yeah.
She'd be able to go there and it would be quiet,
Yeah.
and we can
Yeah.
figure out what to do with Skold.
let's do that. I'll take out Tack first to tell Fia, to contact her. So, I'll say, hey, emergency? Don't want to freak you out, but we need to meet at Old Blues.
Skold died. Sorry, I panicked.
That all got picked up too. That's like the end of it.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Okay.
Skull died.
You
Just cuts off.
Yeah.
you hear back. What? Where are you? What happened? Mother? I have to go right now. I'll be back tomorrow. In time for the meeting. And it just cuts off.
Okay. I'll teleport us to Old Blues.
Okay. Whereabouts are you trying to land? Inside? Like, you're going to appear in, like, the main foyer, or are you going to be just outside the house? Where are you planning to teleport to?
In the
Maybe
house would
inside because
probably
we
be
have
best.
a dead body. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe
Yeah.
inside.
The moment you teleport inside, the kind of chandelier ahead of you, like, shakes from the magic just emitting, but you would teleport all of you into the interior of it. Immediately, the kind of lights being gleamed from some of the candles that are still on, Blossom rushes off into one of the rooms and starts hiding. But all of you appear with the body next to you of Skold, straight in the center of this grand hallway.
I think like a split second later, Fia appears. She's got like her coat that she's like trying to pull on as she's teleporting, and she just kind of appears right in the. What? What? So,
We tried a thing already. Fuck. What did we try, Timmy?
I mean, I tried to bring him back once.
okay, but you didn't do the thing, right? Like where we all like. We
Not
saw
the full ass thing. No.
It's gonna be more difficult now because I failed.
Okay. Okay. Do we have other diamonds?
One.
The hell is that
Okay, we only need one. That's okay,
Fucking
right? We just
Fia.
need one.
It's not there. It's not there. You're fine.
I need help.
Are you okay? Wait, Adelward?
Adelward's seeing shit. Don't go to the Feywild. It sucks there. Adelward's seeing shit. Blossom is scared, but we're not sure of what.
Adelward, you're starting to see messages have been left for you. Chili Douglas, in the time you've been in the Feywild, you start to believe, like, what if you were there years and Chili Douglas has taken over your entire life and now he's made
What the
so many more simulacrums? You start to have these ideas of there's
my God.
thousands of you out there and you're trying to, like, you're going to have to destroy them all. There might be a million of you out there somewhere. And you're just at the... It doesn't make any sense because that's not how the spell would work. You know he can't cast another one, but he must have found a way. You've been away too long, so now you're just picturing what could this look like? What could the world look like with so many of you? What if you
A
get
simulacrum cascade may have occurred while we were gone. Dominoes falling down.
Wait, what do you
Infinitely
mean?
more
No.
simulacrums.
Adelward, I need you to
Infinitely more
focus, dude.
chilly
Dude.
Douglases, and chillier subarctic Douglas.
Oh, well, okay, sure. Whatever you think might have happened, we'll deal with that after Skold, right? Okay?
He's looking through you. He's not
Come
there.
on, man.
I'll try to put my hand on, but he's a wind elemental, so I guess it would go through you. And I'm gonna, as I do that, I'm gonna subtly cast suggestion. Adelward, focus on Skold. We will deal with simulacrums later. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
I don't know if you can really actually choose. I mean, that's
If
what
he
you
chooses,
want.
I mean, I would say you usually
pretty bad.
could maybe.
I mean, I'm just surprised that the healer hasn't tried anything yet.
I
dude.
have one slot, and I need
Also-
that for this.
Timmy's probably bricking it right now, dude. So,
Yeah,
The-
for sure.
yeah. What did you get? My DC is an 18.
I definitely failed.
Oh,
So
alright.
to you, Anaward, your mind is like, okay, we can deal with this later. You do know that you can see the hallucinations. They don't go. The madness is kicking in, but the magic overwhelms you of this, and you are focused now on this. It seems like the most logical
If
thing to
I'm
do.
focused on this,
Mhm.
and that's kind of pulling me a little bit away from like this is
Mhm.
a like. Can I, at the very least, attempt to cast Dispel Magic on myself to remove a magical effect?
Yeah.
Or would that be going against the suggestion? Because that was what I was going to do before I got suggested.
I'll say this. Under Curing Madness, Dispel Magic wouldn't work. It's not one of the spells that's kind of listed for it. It's more of a... The madness is already kind of set in. It's less magical and more actually
Okay.
kind of a mark on your mind, if that makes sense.
Okay.
More something that needs to be healed. But I will say during the suggestion spell, you won't have the disadvantage because your mind is kind of focused.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay.
I'm cool. Quietly, though, in the background, because he can be cool, he is going to have his fucking homunculus watching Chili Douglas like a goddamn hawk. Just
Oops,
really
sorry.
watching.
That was by accident.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, just Timmy, are you? Can you try
I mean,
here
we need to-
now?
Talk about it. We need 3 of us that have, I guess, the greatest connection to him. So who do we think that is out of us? Or even out of someone else we might know? It doesn't have to be us.
That's true.
Where's his giant? Do we know?
I can
God.
try to call him. I don't know if he
How
can
much
get...
time do we have realistically right now? It looks at Timmy.
We have within 10 days. We have a while. It's just we don't have that much time.
Okay. Yeah.
We can't bring him to Kongstall because people freak out.
True. Good point.
So
Well, we at the very least have 8 hours to take a rest. Don't
Oh.
we?
Wait, are we saying that we don't really know Skold that well?
Oh, I can talk for it. I don't care.
Well, you were, yeah.
I could try, but I mean, he's not someone that really opens up much, is he?
I think you opened up enough,
I hope
right?
so. I mean, I can't imagine. Can't imagine him opening up more to anyone else but us.
Okay.
It has to be enough, I feel.
Who's the Krigvan guy? Like, I don't. Like, Krigvan, like the giants, and like. Who do we appeal to?
Can we do some sort of history check to try to rack our brains, or
Yeah, I wonder if there's a
Streetwise.
religion check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could. I would
Culture.
say a religion check. This one would definitely be under intelligence because it's about being well read on
yeah,
a culture.
Let me see.
not me. 11.
I have a decent. So I get a plus D8 on it.
Oh,
All
there.
right, fancy pants.
Oh, he's smart.
Oh shit, dude!
25 plus 8, 32.
Okay,
absolutely.
33.
Goddamn.
33, yeah.
Maybe it's your time spent up there. Maybe it's the time you spent around them, learning different religions and how they kind of deal with death. especially in a world where it's confirmed exactly where you're going, is kind of an interesting, fascinating thought. And for the Krigven, it could be a number of places. There could be Krigven that worship the Ascended Ones and want to end up... Mostly, a lot of them might want to go to Belamos. Others who have this kind of animosity towards Belamos through Magnathor and trust in Skold, they might want to go to Xeris, the god of laws and justice, something which the Krigven would associate with honor. But outside of that, you've got the Gates of Friel, which is a giant's religion. Giants are not super connected to the gods. Technically, the fire giants became what was known as the Ascended Ones. But outside of that, giants often battled with the gods. They didn't know where their souls would go. They wasn't certain. Nor did they usually care. For them, life was the point of kind of sanctity. But they did have one place which came up long ago, and it's an older religion, which is called the Gates of Friel. And it's the belief that when you have a grave put out for you, each of the symbols of the giants, the runes that you see Skold put onto his belt, could be placed onto your grave, and that will get you through each of the gates, for how many you have. And the deeper into this city you go, the kind of more pleasant your afterlife would be. And because the runes are so sacred and old and lost, not many people make it past a few of the gates. But outside of that, the reality is that there are numerous places and gods and beings that would want a warrior's soul such as Skold. In fact, pretty much every deity would probably want a portion of that power in their own realm. Which means opening up to most gods would lend you some appeal. Skold's soul, the reason you can resurrect it right now, is because nothing has picked it up. Nothing has drawn it in. Right now, it's mostly an idea of calling back to the skull itself or trying to offer it to a harbinger.
I DM'd you.
Okay, so above board, right, the way that the resurrection ritual works is we ideally want people contributing to it that have a skill that they're good at that they can utilize in some way in the ritual, right? So like I could gab and gab all I want, but you know, my persuasion is a +1. So, I guess it's a question of like who has the right skills for it, you know?
Or
I can
what can
do
you
an
do with the
Arcana
skills
thing,
you're
but, like,
good at, right?
If
Yeah,
it's a skill thing,
but
I literally have to be cured before I can do anything. Like, I have a disadvantage on it with madness, so...
yeah.
Or wait, Joe, did you say he doesn't have the disadvantage right now?
Oh, yeah,
The
you
force
don't
of
have
the
disadvantage.
suggestion.
Oh, I don't have
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah,
Suggestion
so
is,
we're okay.
Yeah, I can do
circumvented. Yeah.
I mean, I'll yell at God right now. I don't mind. I'm just gonna look at Skold. I'll kind of rest my hand on him. It feels bad to just leave him and wait while we try to.
I don't want to wait, but I don't want to. I put him in a situation where he got killed, and in the end, the person we were doing it for was a fucking dickhead, and I just don't. I don't want to. I don't want us to like half-ass it, or maybe that's not the right way to put it. Just like, I want us to do it right so that it works, because it's already not worked, and Timmy's made it pretty clear that that means it's got a higher possibility of not working again. And I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is.
think you guys know that I overthink everything, right? Like it's my deal. It's the constant throughout my life. And I think something that Skold actually taught me is that maybe I should stop thinking about everything forever before I do it. And sometimes it's okay to just maybe not have a plan fully formed and just
We should
take
just
the
do it.
action and just keep walking left or in the middle of a conversation bust open a door. I don't know, Timmy, you're the expert. I'm not. I don't know that I don't know that we can think our way out of it, right? Like, you know, that can we make it easier for ourselves by just thinking more about it? Because if so, then we should, right? Because
I mean, the more time we spend just thinking right now, we're already short on time as it is, not with bringing Skold back, but with everything, you know?
Yeah.
okay.
I just
I
say
mean,
we
I'll
go
try
for
it.
it.
I'll count me in. I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say this, by the way. You can also try and contact Skold's soul. You don't have to contact a
Yeah.
god. Be signed to try and win the soul back to the body.
That's what I'm gonna aim to do. Contact
I'm
Skold.
gonna try. I'll try Xeris. I think. I have an idea. Might work. Might not. All right, Basil will try. I'll try. We just need one more of us, right?
I mean, I was going to do it unless we don't want me to.
Hmm?
I
We
was
need 3,
willing
right?
to
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I will say this. Skold's DC does sit at 15. Because he had a
Okay.
death that pushed up to 11. The -3, or +3, sorry, from Zalfel. And then the failed attempt earlier.
Okay.
Are we gonna do our rolls just to you? Yeah.
How do we do that
Well, you
again
will
on
be,
here?
so you won't be rolling straight away. We're going to go through a
Yeah.
ritual.
No, I
Yeah.
know.
And I'll take you through it. Don't worry, it's not going to be a rush.
Okay.
Just tell me when you're ready to start the ritual.
I'd say we should circle around
Okay.
Mhm.
and just go.
Yeah, let's do it.
I take out the diamond and I prep it.
Okay. Which spell are you casting?
It would be... I have an 8th level, but we can't do the big one. We don't have 1,000 gold diamond. It's the... Where is it? Raised Dead.
Raise dead.
Yeah, the 500.
Raise dead. Take the 500 gold diamond. Begin casting the spell. It takes a full hour to get the ritual going. But for you, that passes quickly. It's not slow. As you're going through in your mind what's happening, the diamonds seep into Skold, the currency of the dead. And the ritual has begun. Timmy, as you kind of finish the words, the soul is provided. Your hand rests above with the magic just glowing beneath it, like a light illuminating Skold's body. You know that it is time for the first offering. Who would like to go first?
I'll go.
What are you looking to offer?
I I guess, appeal to Xeris.
Okay.
Like I don't know, a persuasion or whatever. I'll, I guess, stand by Skold's head. Xeris, please help us. Please intervene and send Skold back to us. You stand for justice. You stand for what's right, and Skold lives that every day. Every choice he made for the Krigven was just, and it was right. He does what's right without hesitation. Anytime there's a choice to be made, he makes it and he sees it through. We need him for what's coming. And the way that he died by a trick, it's not fair. It's not just. It's the opposite of everything that he is and everything that you stand for. Please bring him back to us.
Okay. I'll tell you the DC is going to be set at a decent amount. It's not going to be exceptionally hard because you have approached a god that would be interested in Skold's soul, but it is persuading a god or a harbinger thereof. Could you tell me what the plus is you have to persuasion? And then secretly roll a d20 towards me.
My plus is 15.
Okay. When you roll the d20, you can do it on the left. And it should send to the DM.
Just toggle GM on, yeah.
Should be. And just click d20. Okay. You go second.
I can go second.
Okay.
So Basil will approach Skold's body. Kind of give him a playful, like, shoulder punch. I know you're gonna come back. You can't let me have the reigning title of arm wrestling champion. I know that just won't sit right with you. So to me, it's not a matter of if you're coming back, it's a matter of when. So I just want you to know I'm waiting here, ready to be challenged by you. We'll see if you could really beat me, though. I'm excited to find out. He's gonna try to, like, goad his spirit a bit.
Are you looking to persuade?
Yes, part of me was wondering if I could do, like, it's almost like intimidate, which is
Okay,
my
yeah,
higher
it was the other thing I was thinking
side.
of. Yeah,
Okay,
I think
cool.
intimidation.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I'm going to set the DC as a hard one because you are
Okay.
trying to goad a soul, which is when you're passing on, there's a moment of euphoria where you realize that everything might be okay and that you'll
Okay.
see your friends eventually. And
Okay.
it's hard to think about what you're leaving behind. But in that darkness, you can hear that voice. We'll just see how loud it is.
Okay.
Can you tell me the plus you have and then roll secretly the d20?
15 is the plus.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Addord.
So, Adelward is going to approach and kind of stand by Skold's body for a moment and look over to the corner and try to ignore the clown that's been slamming cymbals over and over again.
Fucking hell.
And he's going to look down at Skold, and despite knowing as a player that goading doesn't work, he's going to lead with something similar to that. And he's gonna walk up, he's going to kick him once.
Oh, we're punching
going
and
to
kicking his
say-
body.
You have died in some of the most staggeringly pathetic ways I could imagine for a creature as powerful as yourself. When we first met, I assumed that I could easily dispatch you with a single swing of my spear, and now I see a gust of wind could have done the job just as handily. A bug incapacitated you in a worm's stomach for well over 5 minutes. And then you drank a drink that was too hot and you died. If you truly want your final battle to be against silly cards, so be it. But I have too much respect for you to allow that to happen. And while Adelward is goading him,
Yeah.
I want him to use his... I want to make this an Arcana check, because instead I want to use my knowledge of Soul Cage and things like that to essentially keep his soul from passing farther away from his body.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I like the justification. Then can you tell me your plus for Arcana?
My plus for Arcana is a 14.
14. Then go ahead and
So
roll
how do
your
I do
secret-
the private GM roll? I wanna
So,
make sure I
On
do
the
that.
left, if I'm right, you should be able to... Where over the dice, there should be
Okay.
through GM as a button. Make sure that's highlighted.
Okay,
says
it's highlighted,
GM now.
and it's what
If
is
you want
it?
to test the D4 to me first, and then you can do the
Okay.
D20.
Did that go to you?
Yep.
Okay. So
Just do
D20,
the
right?
1D20, and I'll know your number. Okay. With the 3 contributions, Adderward focused on the magic. Trying to stop the soul from moving on. Basil trying to give Skold a reason to come back. And Fear trying to give one of the most powerful entities a reason to reject. The 3 of you come together, offering. I can tell you Fear, your voice got through. Basil, yours wasn't heard. Adelward, yours was a nat 20.
Holy shit.
The DC for Skold Soul is now, making sure I get it right, at a 9.
Oh,
Shane, could you roll a secret D20 to me?
I'm gonna hide my screen so even I don't see this. 'Cause I don't
Yeah.
want my
I was
face to
like-
give anything away.
yeah.
I'm using an advent calendar.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Keep hiding. I'm going to be messaging you, Sam.
You're muted, Sam. I don't know if you know.
I'm dead.
You
He's
don't know
just
yet?
helping our immersion.
Oh, I don't like how long this is taking.
I'm gonna piss my
Same.
fucking pants.
Asking him if he has an extra character lined up.
Ah,
Basil
Stop,
says.
dude. Yeah, Basil just randomly says it out loud.
My heart right now, I can't.
There's silence over all of you. The diamond has faded into the body. And as you have done this before, you know this is the point where you just wait. It's all up to fate. Timmy, you feel like the magic definitely reached him. In fact, so much so, you performed the ritual perfectly. You got a natural 20. Skold's soul is not returning. Timmy, you can hear Skold in your head. You can feel him. You can feel his thoughts, less so than his voice. We're going to keep those secret. Sam is going to DM you.
Fuck.
Dude, what the fuck?
There's all silence around. Shane, Timmy's eyes are glowing, very softly. Almost like Speak with Dead is occurring, but on a kind of more spiritual level.
Well,
What's happening?
I'm gonna go like this in front of his face.
any minute now.
Timmy?
He's not coming back.
Fuck that. And
Wait a
fuck
minute.
him.
What do you mean
The
he's not?
second you fucking say that, Adelward's gonna pull out the book. The book, Zalfel's book.
Well, why?
He's not
What do you
coming
mean?
back.
Why doesn't he want to come back?
I just take my fist and I slam it down as hard as I can on Skold's chest, but I have an 8 for strength, so it doesn't do anything.
He better have a good fucking reason or I'm doing it.
Timmy, wait, did he say... Did you talk? Did he talk?
I heard him. It was almost like he was right here, right next to me. I thought it worked at first because
What did he say?
I still don't understand it. He just...
Did he see a fucking
told
closed
me-
door and he decided to go through it because we were all talking?
He told me we would have a better chance if we trusted Adelward.
I trust Adelworm. He's fucking stupid. What does that mean? It just...
He
Okay,
wants you
fuck
to
looks like
you
it
for a
worked.
second. I'm doing the thing.
No,
I'm
he
just
wants you
really
to.
getting
What-
back.
Fucking Skold.
I think that's what he's...
Yeah, Adelward
Implying.
isn't waiting. His gut was instantly to pull out the book. He's gonna start the incantation.
Okay.
I would have...
Could he have-
this, but
I'm gonna smack Skold's chest again as Adelward's doing this, and I'm gonna look at Skold's face and be like, Could you try to communicate this to us before we tried? The diamond in the...
I did not say all that fucking shit while that clown was doing the fucking symbol thing. Okay, to have you not come back. And he's gonna continue it.
Okay.
Fabio, you read that book. Is he gonna come back with like horns
Timmy,
or a tail?
your connection with the soul is broken. Your eyes stop glowing. Skold could have come back as Skold. He had every chance. In fact, the ritual went perfectly.
I really did net 20. Oh my god.
Oh, Shane! I can't believe he put you through that.
The Skold, in traditional fashion of himself, ever looking to grow stronger, to save others, decided instead of coming back to his already form, is instead going to accept eternal damnation for just that extra advantage whenever you can get. There is a cold moment when Adderward starts to read from the incantation. It no longer becomes something which is comfortably solemn, but instead there's doubt. Partially in whether it'll work, and partially simply because the magic being cast right now is so dark. Adderward's voice is reading Infernal, a 10-minute incantation. Whereas Timmy's ritual went on for an hour and felt quick, this one is the opposite. Each of you has heard Skold's final wish. You heard what he wanted. Timmy would have no reason to lie. Any of you who are against this kind of magic might be wanting to stop this, but you know that this is his wish. His body shakes during this, as the soul is being dragged back in and splintered. You can hear heat emanating off of Adderward that burns at the fur. You can smell the burning fur of Skold. As his soul is essentially being destroyed and reformed. This process is not pretty. For Skold, you're probably going through a torment you've never felt. A pain that is so dark, but so filled with solitude, that by the end of it, broken and formed, you see Skold's body smoking, smouldering. Adderward, you finish the ritual. And Skold, choosing the path of the devil, I'm going to ask you to secretly roll to me 2d10s.
Yo, how do I secretly roll something?
On the left,
You've eaten Kit Kats, you guys. You didn't know.
on the d20 itself, you should see 2 GM. If you want to test a d4 first, just so. It's like
You made me
clicking on the roll
cry,
itself.
you dick.
Hey, me too, man.
As soon
That's
as I saw
fucking
Shane
great.
crying, I started crying. I
Bro, I
fucking-
couldn't look at Shane. He looked
Uh-oh.
destroyed.
Could you re-roll one of them? You got the same thing twice. Okay.
Wait, do you see what I see?
Yes, I'm going to post to you.
Do I need to reroll again?
Yes.
The heart wants what the heart wants, dude. Rolling the same number over and over.
I'm going to be telling you exactly which ones, and you get to pick between them. As your soul is basically being anchored to a realm. Okay. I'll link you each of the wikis of the realm, so you can have a quick glance. Plus something else. Well, finally. Okay. The ritual finishes. And the smouldering coming off of Skold dissipates down. Skold?
Yeah.
Your eyes open as your body begins to change. What changes do you see happening to your body? How do you
There would
imagine it
be-
manifests?
His fur would stay the same, but his runes would take on like an icy blue glow, as would his eyes.
Looking almost like his eyes have opened but are dead. You see this very cold, just ice shimmer over his eyes. Each of the runes freezes over. Skold, even though your eyes have opened in the real world, you're not there. You're in a land where icebergs fly hundreds of miles an hour, colliding with one another, crashing around you. You're looking at a realm where your soul's attached to an anchor to. You feel the darkness kind of changing in you, and you can feel slight horns growing at the sides of your head. You realize where you are. You don't need to be told. Your soul kind of informs you. There are 9 layers of the hell, 10 if you include the one that was pushed away. Each one changes as you go down. And down. And down. And there, in one of the harshest realms, is Cania, the 8th layer of hell. A relentless realm where the cold is alive. Seen as a realm which other devils fear to tread through to even try and approach the fortress of Asmodeus. Below. This is a place where only the truly strongest of devils survive. The realm of Mephisto himself. One of the most powerful of the archdevil. And your soul is anchored here eternally. The sacrifice you've made is one which is momentary. You will come back strengthened. But at the cost of eventually becoming evil. It could take 100 years, 1,000, 10,000. But there will be a time where Skold is dead. Where the only darkest sides of your ambitions and your wants and needs take over. Where souls become so tantalizing. Where evil is all you're capable of. But as for an entire different eon, for a different time, for a different age, because the Skold that has just woken up now is a fiend on your side, you gain the following benefits. As you wake, you are now immune to cold damage permanently. Permanently resistant to fire. You have a permanent resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks that aren't silvered. You're immune to the poisoned condition. You gain Infernal, the ability to speak Infernal, Dark Vision out to 120 feet, and Telepathy out to 120 feet. You gain Devil's Sight, which is magical darkness. Magical darkness doesn't impede your dark vision, so you can see through it. And you also gain magic resistance, which means you have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Always.
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ.
Skold wakes in front of all of you. Changed, and Skold, you don't feel incredibly different. But there's this very slight feeling in the back of your head where you know you're hollow.
You prick, you just wanted me to do this so you could beat me if we
Holy
had fun.
shit, it worked.
He'll sit up and place a hand on Adawad's shoulder and just kind of nod.
I'll still win.
Maybe.
Good to have you back.
You owe Timmy a diamond.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Sorry, Timmy, I didn't mean to steal your
Timmy, my
thunder.
friend, I heard you. So clearly. But our enemy is not fighting fair. And I
Neither
thought
should we.
this might help.
Just stay yourself as long as you can, at least.
Don't worry about me.
Well, don't sweat it if he ever gets really evil. I, as a fellow person that doesn't age and is immortal, will just go kick it right out of him again.
Glad you guys have each other.
I didn't even consider that part. That's
Oh,
gonna be
God.
annoying.
Uh,
Hopefully I'll die in battle. Again.
yeah, you do that. I'll probably just continue to stay alive and not die. And win.
That's what happens when, I'm taking all the hits. Always.
Yeah.
That goes for the rest of you too.
Okay, he's
Oh
still
yeah, you
small.
did take the you took the hit from the lava drink, yeah. For Adel,
It's a
Ward,
real
and the rest
doozy.
of us. Oh no, wait, you were by yourself when you drank that. You didn't take the hit for any. It's fine.
This
Good
also
point, though.
releases the grip that Zalfo had on my soul, meaning he can't track us.
I guess that's something.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
What like what did you get? Like which
Does it matter? He'll get to his feet.
your
Don't
eyes are
worry.
a different color?
He just looks
He is
colder.
just- yeah, he is just Sims?
I don't feel colder.
Do you, what?
Can I minor illusion himself to himself so he can see what he looks like?
mirror.
Yeah, like a mirror.
Best use of minor illusion ever, as far as I'm concerned.
Huh.
And you're getting like nubs.
They're cute.
If anything, you're more intimidating.
Am I getting nubs?
I'd say you would get horns that grow through. Nubs might be accurate for the first day, sure.
Yeah,
But
okay.
they're going to be full-on devil horns.
Do you,
No,
You were
not
half
today.
do you think
Not
they're gonna be
today.
like
Not
straight
today.
up? Are they gonna curl?
I wonder what direction they'll grow.
You know,
Why are we
out?
talking about this? Did you get what you needed?
I'm gonna punch Skold in the arm hard as I can. Why didn't you tell us if you died you were gonna do that? Why didn't you tell us? That was mean. I cried, okay?
He did. He cried. A lot of us cried.
Why?
Because you're my friend.
You died.
Oh, come on. We're all going sometime.
Yeah, well, I didn't think it was gonna be now.
God, I
Okay,
hope
I'm not the
next
only
time you
person
go
that's
is
died, Basil.
interesting.
Are you
Basil would have to
jealous?
die again to like tie you though.
You wanted to
so-
join the club?
Look, to answer your question, the whole thing wound up being a stupid fucking bet between
Yeah,
those
wait,
two
what
archfey.
Huh.
Basically, we did the thing. The crown that I told you guys about, it was a separate realm. It was a realm of madness. It like slowly drove you crazy. Adelward is still crazy, and not like the normal kind that
Looks
he
fine to
always
me.
is. So basically, we got the thing that we were told to get, and it turned out that it was nothing. It was worthless. It was just a bet between those two to see if whether or not we would get it and whether or not I would put it on. But the fucked up thing was that he had sent in a lot of people, like a lot of people that really trusted him were still stuck in there, like just going more and more crazy. And it
Like
just
other people like you, like other of his.
like friends of his, like beyond me, like buddies of his.
What the fuck?
So in the end, he said that he talked to the Archfey to help us. So it wasn't for nothing, but like I basically told him to fuck himself. And on the bright side, everybody who is stuck in the crown is out now. And they also told him to fuck himself and said that they'll help us instead. So it was a net gain. But you know, I feel she'll like look at Skold for a second. I really, I hate that Skold was like, yeah, you guys helped me, so I'll help you with your thing. I'm sure it's important. And then he died to a fucking card.
A card.
So
Okay, that thing was stronger than Magnathor.
Wait, a card attacked
Speaking
you
from
and you
experience.
died? You got hit by
Yeah.
a card?
You guys are really
Like a-
reducing this to something.
They
Okay.
were singing songs.
like-
they were talking like idiots.
I take out a deck of like playing like cards?
like,
What, did somebody throw one at you and it like sliced
So-
you?
it was basically this. Oh my God. She'll like, we'll blah. She'll explain like
Mhm.
what it was. So it was kind of crazy. They were, we couldn't really tell if they were, like one of them was calling the queen mom, but they also seemed like they were all like sharing a brain. It was very weird. But in the end, they just,
Imagine if the deck of many things came alive and tried to kill us.
Yeah,
Way to put it.
pretty
Okay,
much.
cool.
Look, it was
So-
a test from a godly being. Okay? It wasn't just a card.
yeah.
Sorry.
Can I just quickly make sure we still have the deck of money? I haven't checked it in a while.
That's a great question.
The cement line or whatever you put it in.
Yeah.
You've got the block. Yeah.
Okay.
The Bagman's like,
Shake it.
Yeah. If I shake it, can I hear there's something in there?
Do you actually draw a card by shaking it? It pops out.
Oh, Oh my
slot in
God.
the bottom. No,
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can probably hear it. You can hear a slight rattle in there. It'd be probably
Okay.
pretty hard to hear because it's within essentially concrete.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. That sounds really exciting and shitty.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm sorry he was a shitlord.
No, it was my fault. I shouldn't. He's a fae. I don't know why. I should ask more questions.
That
Yeah.
inherently
was
doesn't
on
make
me.
it your fault. That makes it his still.
Yeah. Like what, you believed someone? Like, oh no, shit, you should never.
I know, but like, you know when like you meet somebody and you vibe well with them, and then something happens and you're like, oh, we vibed well because we are really similar in a lot of ways, but I'm realizing that's not always like a good thing, you know?
Yeah.
It was like, he was like me when I was a lot younger and didn't like really value people very much. That sounds fucking awful. But like, you know,
No, I know what you mean.
So I think I'm also just pissed because I should have recognized that shit was like red flags. And I just didn't. But
Well,
You know now though, so
tell you what. Once we're done dealing with the dental and all that stuff's taken care of, we can as a group go back there and we'll all have a lot of fun doing to him what I did to Horn. We're all gonna have a good time. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You just
Bro,
gotta get in their head. You gotta use a lot of magic and you really get in their head. You make them go crazy.
yeah, like how did you leave it?
Okay,
Just tell him to
yeah,
go fuck
you know-
himself? Like
what do you mean?
were you just like, fuck you, dude, I'm out? Like,
I mean, basically,
no, I mean that's good. You should have told him, like,
I just kind of figured he said he did what we asked him to do. He was really shitty about Skold being dead. He didn't give a shit, which I don't know why I would expect him to give a shit, but
That's fair.
I don't know.
so he said he's, I mean, I guess, do we believe him? He said he would, the Fae will help.
Well, he said he talked to them. We don't know if they're going to help, but he has zero faith in us winning this. So I don't know how he pitched it. Do I think that he did talk to them about it? Yeah, I think at the very least they're aware that it's happening. And also, I guess from going there, it's apparent that like they're all fucking weird there, but all different types of weird. So the possibility that one of them heard that and was like, oh, I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, right. Like this fits in my weird
It's a
thing, and-
possibility.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, we'll see. But sorry, what was going on with you in Pennytown?
Oh. Yeah. It was sort of awkward because I got there and then I don't know. Apparently, they were like, "No, we're not ready to talk. They're going to be ready to talk tomorrow." I don't know. I was like, "Okay, well, I'll just wait then." That seems sort of weird, but it was okay because I had other stuff to check on, and I thought, I don't know why I thought it might take you. I felt like I wasn't there. Like, it really didn't take that long. I don't know. I felt like it would take longer, and then I would be like, "Oh."
I think we were only there for a couple hours.
Yeah, I think I
So-
had like lunch. And then anyway, yeah, a couple of them are out. So we just have to be back there tomorrow by noon and then we can have a chat, tell them that we need them to help us move stuff and people and whatever. And hopefully they say yes. And if they don't, we'll make I don't know. If they don't, they will say yes. They'll say yes.
Okay. Well, I guess we should all get some fucking rest then. She'll pat Timmy on the arm.
Are you okay? What was the like? You were freaking out like a lot.
I don't know. Have you dropped? This is above board. Have you dropped concentration on suggestion?
That's a good
Well,
question.
technically, suggestion ends.
It's been over an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has
ends
been
when
over
you
an hour.
do it.
8 hours.
But
well,
it ends
here's
when
the
you
thing.
complete the action, and
Yeah.
my action was focus on Skold, and we'll deal with the
Oh, that too.
simulacrums later.
Oh yeah, I'm cool. I was just gonna go kill Douglas and like.
Wait, why? What?
Why do you? Could you explain
do you
why?
not see the writing on the walls here?
No,
Literally.
it's like there's like a painting,
There's
and then
formulaic
there's a
scrawlings
fireplace.
here
No,
I
there's
feel like
not.
invisible.
of Douglas devising a way to cast a simulacrum spell, despite him, I know for a fact, not having the magical power to recast that spell.
I don't.
Come on, old man. Let's get you to bed.
He created an infinite.
If you no, listen. If you know that he can't cast the spell, then it's a non-starter, right?
But I know he's as smart as me, and
He's as smart as you. That doesn't mean he can cast the spell, you idiot.
Where was he gonna get like more
And I've
magic
been watching
from
him
to
on
get?
my homunculus, and I'll tell you what, he's been just staring at a wall, and I think that might be a decoy, Douglas.
Do you
No, I
think he's
think
staring
he
at a
just
wall because you've
does
been in the
that.
Feywild and haven't been
Yeah.
telling him to do anything?
What was your last
It's
instruction
a
to him?
decoy, is what I'm telling you.
What's the last thing
I
you
told him
told
to
him?
stay where he was. And of course-
That's what he did.
And that's, of course, what he would have a decoy do, so I wouldn't suspect him.
How does the spell? How does the spell work? If you tell him to do something, can he say nah?
No, but of course, that's what the spell would want me to think.
I am also okay with killing Chili Douglas.
Wait, you got.
I'm not.
I need to
Chili
make
Douglas has
More
met my
important
family.
things to do.
I honestly, frankly, even if he hasn't created a domino cascade of Douglases pouring out from every which way of this countryside, he still has used quite a few spells, and it's probably time to put him down.
Well, you made it pretty clear that he's sentient and living and has
Yeah, you
feelings.
can't. What
Maybe
if?
just,
Hey,
like,
Timmy,
let
can you do
him
the
live
thing
his
where,
life.
can you do the thing where like people can't lie? We could just ask him what he did. He's probably like, I stared at a wall until you guys came back, and I'm still staring at a wall as you guys walked in the door. Wait, where is he right now?
I don't know, he's staring at a wall. I don't know every
Right,
wall.
because that's what
Why
he
would I
told
know
him
every
to-
single wall?
So
He's at a
why don't
wall.
we just go find him and we'll just ask him what he was doing? He's gonna
Right,
be
but
like,
we're looking for a brick wall.
okay, great. Well,
Gold, I think you're literally the only one strong enough to just knock him out in one hit.
Chili Douglas?
No.
Adelward.
Lord.
I think we all need some deep sleep.
Let the owner that Skull's just an animal
someone
side.
could
On
use
my
a
side
nap.
and down with this fucking side adventure. I guess I'm going on for the next 5 sessions of the campaign.
You should just sleep and then I could maybe heal you.
Okay. Let's
Then again, I don't know if you could even sleep right now with this
Let's
going
rest,
on.
Can we
then
restrain
we'll find
him?
Chili Douglas.
Restrain him.
I don't
There
think
is-
we can rest.
There is nothing we can do to this jacked up wizard motherfucker that he can't get out of.
True.
Every
What would
12 hours, a simulacrum spell can be cast and another clone can be created. And
We were
that
gone for
clone
2
can create-
hours, dude.
And that clone can create their own homunculi and their own magi. And then suddenly, there's not only
Yeah, but
just
how long have you
homunculuses
been
running
gone
around.
for? He wouldn't have even had time. Like, it was only a couple hours. Like, I had lunch in Pennytown. Oh, and I got some taro roots at the
That's-
side
it hasn't
for
even been 12
your
hours
family.
yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
At the most, he could have made
Time
one.
to write all this down. Pocket dimension. A plane within a plane. Small,
Right.
compact, time travels differently.
Can Chili Douglas make a plane within a plane?
I can't even do that.
Great.
What do you mean you
then
can't
you're
even do
good,
that?
dude.
But if he stumbled upon a plane within a plane,
Didn't
He
you
would have all
just
the time
say
in the
he can
world.
cast like maybe one more spell and then he's gonna melt or something?
wait, is he really gonna melt?
I don't know. You know, just like
Yeah.
get put on a farm and live out the rest of his life. You know,
Oh.
melt.
I have
Same
personally
thing.
executed
throw the
every
thousand
Chili
entire
Douglas before
family.
this Chili Douglas.
Wait, so his
Yeah, wait a
magic
second.
doesn't come back.
Oh, what was that?
What's wrong
His
with
magic
farm
doesn't
living?
come back.
His magic never comes back, but if he found a way to make it come back. For instance,
Yeah.
the ring I have, if he were to kill a spellcaster, he would obtain their spell slots. That's what I've started to call them. It's what
So why he only would do that?
Spell
But he
slots
only
across
would.
your mind.
He only would do that if you told him to do that. Why would he? He's just.
It's all written here. If he
What do we
hunted
need to
down
do to
every
make
spell-
his
What if you
brain
just
right?
tell him to not kill you? Like, you told him to stand, and you told him to just keep on doing what he's doing, and he just stood by a wall for like a day. Why don't you just tell him, hey man, don't kill me? Then you're safe, you're fine.
I have a better idea.
He has to listen to you.
I'm going to sneak that monkeyless off of his shoulder and grab a knife, and then I'm going to slit his throat, and then we'll just call it a day.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Can I?
How many chili Douglases have you made?
No, don't answer. I don't even want to hear that answer.
You really want to know?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I do.
6.
Oh.
Do you kill one chili
Honestly, I
Douglas to
just
make
got
a
into
new
the habit
chili
of doing it
Douglas?
once a month, every month. Walk up to it,
Fuck's sake.
kill it, and then make a new one.
You do kill it.
I
Okay.
didn't want any of you to notice that they were getting weaker as they used more spell slots, which of
Wait.
course, again,
Okay.
are in the formulas.
So you were gonna murder this
I
one
don't know why
anyway.
They call them that.
But here's the thing: if he's already made
Person.
another simulacrum, you don't know where the new simulacrum is.
Yeah.
So killing him doesn't really
Well, I
solve
will
anything.
know where it is if I wait the month that he will likely wait before he goes to dispose of his simulacrum.
So you want to kill him, but you're gonna wait a month.
You're
to
gonna
see
wait
if
a
he made a
month.
we
simulacrum.
need to put this
It's like a
Tepel
delayed
thing
murder.
on the side for a minute, because what I think is more important is a
Yeah.
infinite simulacrum situation.
Sure.
We need to nip this in the bud.
You're
I have a
definitely
question.
right.
Or, oh yes, questions.
Thank you. Wouldn't it actually behoove us to have a million Addlewords in this fight? Couldn't we just
really
let
want
them?
a million me's that don't have any gods or any allegiances to anything but themselves?
As long as like
No, I
only
think they
one
have
is
an
talking at a
allegiance to
time,
you,
I'm
I
fine.
thought.
As you're all talking, from the other room, the dining room, as Blossom runs
no.
out of it, looks behind her once, her like claws
Oh,
skid across the
God.
ground, and then she just
my
launches into
God.
the air,
Oh
hits
my
against the chandelier,
God.
gets tussled up, and then that
Oh,
collapses,
oh
shatters on the
God.
ground.
Oh
She
my
flies up
God.
into the roof.
Come, Adeline draws his
Yeah,
What is happening? What is happening right now?
up in the kind of corner of the
I
room.
knew that one was a decoy. I knew my.
She's been acting this way since we left. No, she's fine. Oh my
I calm
god.
emotions on Blossom.
Yeah, above board. What do we need to do
Oh,
to
you calm
dispel
motions?
this?
Yeah.
Is it just-
Restoration, I think.
The madness
Restoration.
fades.
Okay.
She climbs down, and nuzzles against
Oh my God.
Adelward.
Oh
And
shit.
kind of looks a little bit like an embarrassed dog.
Timmy, you
for
did
a
it.
moment.
Can you do that to him?
I mean, we'll have to see if
Oh.
it sticks after a minute.
Wait, do that to him.
God.
Yeah, do that to him,
That was
please.
my last one.
Adelard. No!
Oh,
Are these spell slots he was talking about?
Everyone. Go ahead, take a rest. I will keep watch.
I don't fucking trust
Oh
you.
my god. Can
To be
I
awake by
make a
yourself.
straight jacket for
Everyone,
Adelard?
take it easy. While you're
Can I
resting,
magically
I'm going to get to
craft
work on some
a
project.
straight jacket and we could like pin him to the floor or something.
I mean, yeah, you
I
could
want to
technically
be
craft
so
it.
clear that right now Adelward is a wind elemental and therefore is immune to grapple and
That's
restrain.
True, that's
Fuck.
true. There is
Blows
no
out of
straight
her
jacket that can
restricting
hold him.
Hold on, let me think
goodness.
about this.
Put him in like a bubble.
Yeah, can I just make like a fucking glass cake?
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna lean over to Basil, gonna pull him away a little bit as Adelward's ranting, and I'm gonna be like, should I like, what if I just opened a door to a demi-plane and we shoved him in there and then shut it, and then he would just be in there for a little
How
while till
far
I
can
open
he
it
wander
again.
in there? Could we find him again?
Yeah.
It's a 30-foot
mean-
room.
Oh, that's so
Oh
sad.
my
The minute
god.
fades.
He's going to go insane.
Blossom looks back and pushes through you guys.
Oh my
Basil
God,
and
we
Timmy,
gotta
please
get her
make
outta
a
here.
strength saving throw or get knocked
Oh
prone.
my god.
And then she just rushes into like it's like almost like your little kind of like library room area. She just goes in there, hears all of the books just get knocked around as she tries to find a little perch.
12.
At least someone is taking this seriously for a fucking second, for 1 second.
Well, okay,
Okay, we need to
What
get
if-
Blossom outside.
okay, wait, I have an idea, but I have to look it up and make sure it works. But
I mean, just try the demi-plane. It's our last chance. We just
Can
need
you
to
put both of them
sleep
in
a
there?
little bit.
Yeah,
hold on, you would feel unconscious.
It's only 8 hours. They will live.
Are they whispering this?
Yes.
Can I do a perception check?
can
to
do
see if it's-
It's sort of a panic to
Are they
whisper
whispering
too.
though?
I'm gonna look over at Adelward and be like,
I would do this
Keep
at disadvantage, so I'd have to roll really fucking hot to hear anyone saying
Do
anything.
you
But I want to.
Shane,
There's
do
a
you get
moment,
anything that would help
Adelward.
back on a short rest?
oh my god.
An 18.
Okay.
Adelward,
Oh, yeah. He
there's a moment when you look over towards them. When Basil gives you the thumbs up, there's a moment where you feel like you see your eyes in her in Basil's eyes. Is
No!
this an illusion? Is that
It's symbolic.
They mastered alter self?
We've
Is he looking at me
Doc.
weird? It's Basil.
Doc, you son of a bitch.
No.
What have you done to my friends? Where are they? Where am I? Is this even the manor?
Fia?
I mean, I was just looking to see if I had anything else that might remotely work. I mean, we can try it if you want.
We got it.
Basil's
gonna
like
be
doing the
pretty
like
bad.
fucking
Getting
Chris
bad.
Pratt with the like velociraptors thing as he's like circling the room.
Let me be clear, Doug. I'm about to do something ridiculous. All right, I'm about to.
Whoa, wait, what do you
You don't
mean?
gotta do that.
What are you
buddy.
gonna
Ignore.
do?
Edward starts casting what is very clearly multiple volatile spells in his hand.
God.
Hold. Come on, man.
Oh my god.
Please get
Oh
involved.
my god. What can we
Okay,
do?
I'll cast
I'll polymorph him into a mouse.
a
You can
crazy
try,
mouse, and then we
sure,
can
yeah.
trap him.
You can.
Adaward.
If you try to polymorph, he's gonna counterspell.
Yeah, okay.
Oh god, he still has the slots.
At what
It's a
level are you
moment.
doing your
subtly
counterspell?
counterspell his counterspell.
He will. Can I? Is it impossible to? Oh, I guess I already used my
You'd
reaction.
be using your
huh?
reaction. Technically, that can counterspell your counterspell.
Okay.
Okay,
A
so
little bit of
wisdom
PvP
wisdom
with
saving
Savandas,
throw
dude.
from Adaward to see if he turns into a mouse.
That's a 20.
God damn it.
You
What's your
hold
spell
back
save,
against it.
Basil?
18, but I upcasted it. Does that count for anything?
Aaron
Oh,
will lower it by 4.
Oh my god.
Adaward, you
Amazing.
you played it
Also, I need to
perfectly,
roll
but the
2 of
whole
these.
team has gone against you to turn
Okay.
you into this mouse, and you wolf down into the mouse.
Can I grab him?
Yeah, all of us will immediately go to grab him.
The last
as
thing
you're
he
doing that, by the
thinks
way-
before his intelligence fucking drops is that all of you were killed by Doug.
Here's the thing
Everyone
as well.
has been replaced, body snatched by
Fucking
Doug.
The
hell.
madness doesn't go. So now, when you kind of get morphed into this form,
crazy
no longer
mouse.
all the thoughts of how Chili Douglas could be taken over in your head, but it's now more hallucinations of a scared mouse. You're now thinking, am I being hunted?
Can I perception check to look for holes in the walls?
You definitely can, sure.
No, we go to
Bring
grab
him.
him.
No,
Come on.
I said I want to
Yeah.
grab
You
him.
do,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do,
yeah.
Okay, if you would like to try and grab
oh my
him,
god.
let me look up, like, is there a mouse stat block? If not, we'll just use rat. There's a mouse, I
Oh my
think.
god, dude.
Okay,
Wait, Joe,
yeah?
does my ascended elemental like form transcend through polymorph? So I'm an elemental air mouse right now.
Oh my
Let
god.
me just double check polymorph, because polymorph might make you. Wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm
Hold
not
on.
sure if it would, but I'm curious.
It retains alignment and personality is the one thing it says.
Do you become a beast? But actually, do you? I don't know if it was included in your thing. You're not immune to shape changing, are you? No.
No.
No, I think you change into a beast. So you're
Okay.
right now. You're a beast. So it's altered your form. You're down there as a little mouse.
Okay.
Sorry,
Let's
out
grab
of
him.
word.
You can try and grab him.
Grab him. What do I
Uh,
Oh,
roll?
I will also try to grab him in case
Sleight
hers
of hand?
doesn't fucking work.
Okay.
Can I use sleight of hand for that?
fucking good, dude. What do I roll
damn
to
it.
evade these people trying to, in my mind, eat me?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you. So you'd only have a +1 to your roll usually. I'll give you, because you are a mouse and it's grabbing a fast little mouse on the ground. I'll give you a +5 on top of that, so you have a +6.
I
overall.
should have changed him into a fucking sloth.
I
That's a
do.
D20 plus
I do
6.
want to now. While this is happening at the same time, I do still have a telepathic link to Blossom, and they do have to follow my commands. And right now, my commands are: save me, save me, save me, help! I'm being eaten. I'm a mouse. Help! These creatures are trying to eat me.
Okay.
So I just want to add that while I do whatever
Sure.
I do.
Oh
Sure.
my god.
So Blossom, scared out of her mind. Here's that. You guys going for your
Are you
grab? She's gonna
DM'd?
zoom around the corner to go for you. Okay. You DM me?
No, I DM'd Bree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Blossom is gonna be flying around the corner at the same time. Go ahead. If you're trying to evade, it's going to be a +6 for you, and it's going to be an acrobatics or athletics check from anyone trying to grab, because it's going to be a grapple check.
Can I do sleight of hand?
11.
It'd technically be acrobatics because you're grappling. Because you're grabbing off the ground.
Okay.
You said or athletics.
Sleight of hand is more just how quick you can kind of get away with it.
23.
You grab hold.
Oh my god. Okay.
You've
what
got
are
him
we
in your
doing?
hand.
Demiplane now.
Can I
If you
bite
put him in the
them?
demiplane,
Blossom.
I'll drop
Can I
polymorph.
bite their hand? Can I bite
What
their
about-
You
hand?
can bite. You can bite.
What
I
about?
will bite their
Okay, I will cast
You can bite.
Demiplane.
I hold strong.
Let me just get a rat thing for it, because I want to see what the thing is. It's a straight D20 roll. They have a +0 to hit.
You're about to get nat 20, all right? That's all I'm. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Trying to like nibble in through it.
Oh my god.
You've cast Demiplane, have you?
I have.
At the same time, Blossom is going to come in, and what would you like Blossom to do? You control Blossom.
I want Blossom to, at this point, and I hate to say it, try to fucking bite Fabia's arm to get me.
I cast
like,
Demiplane.
can I-
My order
you
was
see a
to
door.
save me, and I think Fabia is trying to eat me.
Okay.
That's fair.
Like, they're a monster trying to eat me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it makes sense. You're in a mouse right now. You've got one thought process.
Okay.
1 second, Fear, because
Yeah.
this is still part of the first round. So your
Right.
Demiplane comes during the first round. Blossom does get an attack roll in the first round.
I love PvP.
I'm gonna say it would be they do the claw attack.
Okay.
I think they try to claw the hand.
Okay.
That's an 18.
Does an 18 hit you, Fabia?
I shield. No.
Okay.
Nice.
You're safe from the first round.
If we toss
Yeah.
Adelward into the demiplane, will Blossom follow probably?
How big is she?
I'll just go into the
He's large.
demiplane.
Okay.
With
Hop
She
out real
can't.
quick.
She can't
I
fit through
will
the door of a
grab
demiplane.
Blossom. Skold will
Oh,
grab
she
her.
can't?
Yeah,
He's
Skold's gonna
realized
try
that
and grab
this has
Blossom.
reached a level of
Blossom
absurdity
is
that
actually
he does not want to participate in. He's
I
just
think
gonna
Blossom
grab
is
Blossom.
technically ungrappleable because they're
Oh,
my
Blossom's
God.
also
Wind form.
air.
Is in
Yeah.
wind form.
God
Can she
damn it.
squeeze
Christ, the
through? If
worst
she's in
people
wind form,
to
can
get
she
this
squeeze
madness
through a
shit.
door?
You're grabbing at air right now and just trying to find
If
like
she's-
a hook on her,
Oh
but
my
you can't.
God.
If she's air, can we shove her through a door?
I'd say she could probably
Get
fit
like a
through
big
door, yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so demiplane
You can't
exists.
shove her though, because
Yeah,
It's
how does it work? Can
She
I
can't
just
be
like
restrained
go
or
in
grappled.
while
Yeah, I think she's gonna chase you if you go in there and then hop
Great,
out.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then you
Oh,
can
she-
hop out.
She
Yeah.
just bit, right? She just bit.
Yeah.
she had a
Doors-
claw
yeah,
attack, yeah.
she
Make
went
her
to
roll a
bite
wisdom
me.
But she shielded.
Oh,
I shielded,
wisdom
so
save.
Make the
I didn't get
Griffin
hit.
roll a wisdom save.
Oh. Oh
50.
shit.
Fails. Charmed.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
Wait, what? I didn't hear that. Sorry.
Charmed.
Griffin is incapacitated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
As
so
was
now we
now
just
become a
gotta-
boss fight. You guys did
Oh,
not
so
figure
it's
anything
demi-plane.
out.
like, how do I kill the team? Right? What do I do to keep this going?
The highs and lows of
Yeah,
D&D, everyone.
Oh my god.
Okay, so it says that room is 30 feet, whatever. Spell ends, door disappears. Any creatures or objects inside the demiplane remain trapped there, as the door also disappears from the other side. When I recast a spell, I can go back to that demiplane and let them out, or I could just go to a different one. So I've made a brand new.
Are there walls in there?
Yeah, so it is gonna look like it can be made of wall or wall.
Wood or stone.
Christine could be made of wood or stone. So we'll do
Okay.
stone because he's a tiny little mouse.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Okay,
have it
there's a
written.
So round
demiplane.
2. This is what I'm going to do as well. Can everyone just roll initiative? So we know who's
Yeah.
going in which
Yeah.
order.
Yeah.
I was gonna wonder when.
Yeah.
Do we need to drop ourselves on the map? Yeah.
Yeah, I
or
was
no?
just gonna say.
Uh,
Do we need our
Would I
tokens
be?
out?
Well,
No, we'll do it all in the mind. We'll just do it.
What's,
Okay.
what's
Just
my
remember your
initiative? Am I
initiative.
doing it off of mine or the mouses?
Yours would technically be off the mouses.
Basil.
Um,
Ooh, nat
That's all.
20.
You are the one who
Boy.
started this.
Yeah.
What's my dex?
a +1.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll separately for the mouse and Blossom since they're not technically mounted together. So Blossom's initiative is 16.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And fear. I'll just put this. This is just for our sanctity here, or our sanity even. So
I like how the craziest thing we did with madness was actually after the fucking.
Yeah, right.
okay, 10 for Skold. Aaron got a 17. Timmy got the 12. Blossom is a 16. What did the mouse get? 3.
3.
I pressed Skold on that twice. Let me get that on. And Fear. I need Fabio on there. That's what I missed. Got a 10. And Fear, you got a 22. Okay. Cool. So, just to see what happens in terms of order, Basil, you'd be up first on the second round. The Demiplane has appeared. Is Demiplane, how long to cast Demiplane? It's 1 action. So yeah, Demiplane would have been that first round.
Okay.
And you're probably about, I don't know, 5 or so feet away from the Demiplane, but Fabio would have grabbed the mouse maybe 10 feet away from you.
Okay. What do I want to do? Oh, fuck.
Holding mouse.
Yeah, can I ready an action to help Fabia on her turn as best as I can in case the fucking mouse tries to escape or anything like that?
Sure.
You've never seen a more vicious mouse in your life.
It's
This
terrifying.
is like a rabid creature frothing at this
Yeah,
point,
it's like in those
screeching.
movies where the zombie outbreak starts with them testing on mice, and the mice are like feral.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can ready your action to help in case he breaks free.
Because I don't know what else to do. I'm maintaining polymorph on
Okay.
Adelard, so yeah.
Fear, what are you doing?
I don't fucking know. There's a demiplane. The thing. Can I? Oh, that's not gonna work.
Can you write in character? I'll say, if we're gonna throw him in there, maybe we should leave him a note.
Yeah.
Can somebody write a note to him that's like, "Hey, you're in a plane because you were acting wild."
Yeah, I can do that. I was also thinking,
You guys.
doesn't he have low HP? Can I put him to
You guys
sleep?
gotta remember that he is gonna be like this. How long am I
Can
gonna be
I-
like this?
10 hours.
Was it 10 hours? Once
Fuck,
polymorph
dude.
drops, I'll still have like
I
fucking
know.
7 hours or something
You well,
to
no,
get
it's
my spell slots back before I would like be able to rest.
At least then we'll have ours too.
yeah.
But
Right.
then we can actually help you instead
yeah,
of throw
yeah,
you in a
yeah.
pocket.
It's so funny because
Can I-
you guys haven't seen Adelward cast plane shift, but I assure you he has.
Can I
Fuck.
Fear, what would you like to do?
Oh my
if
god.
if I try to put him to sleep, will it mess with the polymorph?
Oh, good question.
What with the sleep spell?
Yeah.
No.
It would affect everyone though.
It would-
Everyone
It
would potentially
technically-
get hit.
Yeah,
They
I,
put the mouse to sleep,
yeah,
yeah?
put the mouse to sleep.
I think
yeah.
I would like instantly guaranteed fail.
Yeah, because you just have to
Yeah,
help.
I would like to try to put the mouse to sleep, but
This is fun because I want you guys to succeed, but I also want to party.
Sure, that's how it should be.
but then
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
else,
Welcome to
right,
being
will
a
get
DM. Yeah.
like everybody else will get targeted with it too. But it's low. It's only like
Your HP has to be pretty low to get
yeah. So like
knocked out by it,
Just
right?
minimum cast it, yeah.
yeah. Okay, so I'll do that.
Okay, you can cast sleep. I mean, I
Sure.
think you roll sleep 5d8. It instantly goes
Okay.
off, and I'm sure he gets.
How long do
Also
you sleep for with sleep?
19.
How long
Um,
does sleep last?
it is.
It's only like a minute, I think. So we gotta
Oh,
chuck him in there quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not super helpful. That's okay. At least he's not biting me anymore.
True.
Yeah. At least he's not biting you. And then for my bonus action, I'll get some paper out of my bag.
Sure.
I could start writing a note that's like, "Dear Adelward."
Okay. Aaron.
Honestly, there's not much else I could do. I guess he will stand next to Blossom in case there's any other checks we have to do that he can help on
Okay.
with Blossom, but for now he'll just hold his action to help with whatever needs to be done.
What's Blossom gonna do?
Oh my
Blossom
god.
has 6 intelligence. while they are a greater steed. Now, Blossom knows that Adelward is not a mouse by nature, and therefore can connect the dots that someone, perhaps someone in this group may have cast something that would polymorph them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to just be like, I attack Basil. I'm gonna roll.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna do a roll. Joe, what do you think
Okay.
would be like the best
Here's
roll?
what I'm
to,
gonna say
like,
for the first
we
roll.
saw-
figure
No,
out which
yeah, Skold-
caster-
Blossom's
Skold-
literally incapacitated. I
There's
don't
a
know why
charm
they're
there.
trying to
they're
decide.
Yeah.
incapacitated.
Blossom's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
asleep. For all intents and
Oh.
purposes,
Yeah.
True.
Goo Goo Gaga
We
flatline.
like
Blossom failed the wisdom save that Skold did.
What's
Which
is there like a second save follow up, or is it just like out?
yeah. Can we like blow Blossom in during this?
Yeah.
Segment.
They
Totally.
roll, minus, I believe they roll at the end of every turn, but damage doesn't interrupt the effect, right, Joe?
Yeah, you get. Yeah. That was the new fresh one. Yeah.
So Blossom can make a save at the end of its turn to wake up.
You think I can? They can break these cuffs, dude. They can break. Okay,
I
you're gonna
believe, I
fucking
believe
see
in
it.
you,
Apparently
man.
has one.
God
Okay,
damn it.
thank God.
So Blossom remains incapacitated, stood right next to you, her eyes just darting between everyone. Timmy.
He's gonna, I guess, try to grab Blossom to push her in, but realize he can't really, right? Because like,
Technically, you could shove Blossom right now. You just couldn't grab.
okay,
Like,
I'm guessing Blossom has like armor and it's like still grabbable, but it's confusing.
The way Blossom works is that like if you're trying to grapple her, it's more of like she can pull away and kind of mist around you. But she's still got like a
Question.
malleable form
Just
there.
sweep her in with like a
Yeah.
broom. Just try to get her in the demi plane too. That's what Timmy will attempt to do. I don't know if that'll
You can take the shove
work in
action.
one action. Okay, yeah. That's what he will do then.
Okay. It is
Is that a roll of any kind?
Yeah, I believe it's an athletics check.
Oh, cool.
Believe in you.
I remember right.
Shouldn't.
So my athletics checking with Blossom as well.
Yeah, let me check with shove. I believe it is. It's the same
Wait,
as.
or is it?
Let me just double check. I believe it is the same as.
Can Timmy make an unarmed attack actually instead? To shove for free? Because
Sure.
he's shield master, so he could shove as long as he
Yes.
takes the attack action.
A shove. Yeah.
I actually don't have unarmed, do I?
That's
On
fine.
here.
Shove.
Oh God.
Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, use your attack action, special melee attack. Yeah, it's athletics check contested by the target's athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay.
And they get pushed.
Oh,
5
I
feet
don't even
away.
have to land the attack. I could just take the attack action. I don't have to land the unarmed hit. For a shield
Tomorrow's
master
gonna
shove.
throw so many hands when he gets out of this fucking cage.
Okay.
You guys better hope that note's very readable for someone that's crazy. All right.
So I missed the
Better
attack,
hope
but I can
that's
still
well
shove.
put. That,
Oh, does it say that?
Yeah, shield master. As long as I take the attack action, I can use my bonus action to shove the creature.
So long without any
Within 5 feet of me.
roll to do it, you can just
Yeah.
force
Is
it.
it-
As shield
a-
master.
Shove them with a try to
Shove them
try
with
to
my
shove a
shield.
creature. So it's still try.
Try.
So it'll be a contested.
But then
check.
what's the roll with the shove then?
So athletics check versus their athletics or their acrobatics.
Oh, so we already did that.
So I guess I roll my athletics now, which is going to be flat strength check.
Yeah, for Blossom.
11.
Oh,
Pushes against doesn't move Blossom.
beefy.
I have a
Then that's it.
question.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Whose turn is it? And then I'll say my question.
It's gonna be
Wait
Fabia's
to
turn.
say me.
I'm going to be a little harsh on speed this time because I don't know if we want to be stuck in this one for 2 hours. Fabia.
That's fair.
Unless somebody stops me, I'm just gonna walk into the demi plane with Mousel Ward.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will assist in whatever way I can.
Walks in.
Okay.
Sets down sleeping mouse
You're
gently.
in a big stone room.
I thought it would be cooler in here.
I just left it empty because I didn't want him to like freak out on stuff.
I'm thinking I'm gonna freak out no matter what, but I feel
Put a
you. It's
chair-
not an endless void, so sets down mouse.
Mouse, if you set mouse down, mouse dart for exit.
Mouse is asleep.
motherfucker.
Mouse is
Okay.
asleep.
You're
You're right.
currently
Mouse.
asleep.
Go to bed. I don't want.
Hakshu Mimi right now.
Sorry,
So you
my
step
bad.
inside. That's about 10 feet. Go in, and then you step in 5 feet, 15 feet. You place the mouse on the ground. Stepping out again, I'm guessing.
Pat him on the head.
Okay.
Yeah. Step
Aw.
out.
Give him a cookie and some milk.
Is anyone it's gonna be
Give the
Skold's
mouse a cookie.
turn next then. Is anyone doing anything they want right now? Skold, what are you doing?
Get Blossom in there,
Oh, me?
please.
Yeah.
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 Well, I can't. Can I not? I can't grapple Blossom, right? So how do I get him in?
You could
there?
still just shove.
Is she?
Wait, you said she's charmed? Can you not have her just like, hey man?
No,
Yeah,
charm,
why don't you
charm,
go
just
in
charm
there?
is
No,
a
it's like
condition. It's not.
unresponsive. Yeah, it's like an
Yeah.
Got it.
unresponsive condition. It's not like.
Just push her in.
Right.
Okay, how far away is Blossom from the entrance to the thing?
About 15 feet, because of it being 5 feet away from Adderwood.
Okay. Can I just pick them up, or are they literally like unable
You'd
to
have
be
to do a
interacted
grapple
with?
check. Oh, you can't.
But she's air.
You'd have to do shove.
I have to shove.
You'd have to shove.
Despite the fact that their saddle would not be made of air and easily interactable.
Yes, because part of his legacy
Alright.
item is that whatever form he was
Okay.
in, she
You're
gets as well.
fighting with my legacy item right
I
now,
just
dude. It
shoved
ain't gonna
the-
be that easy.
I'll shove it in there then.
Yeah, you can go for the shoves. It's going to be a contested athletics or acrobatics check from Blossom each time. It's going to be 5 feet a shove.
That one.
25.
5 goes forward 5 feet. 10 feet away from the hole.
33.
Another 5 feet away.
12.
You
31.
push her in.
Bonus action. 23.
6.
She's 5 feet inside as you push her through, shoving her. Just the whole time, the air just blowing that way. You manage to push her into the demiplane.
Okay. They're both in.
They're both in.
Yeah.
So I will say to everyone, I can shut the door and they will just stay there until we are ready to get them, unless Adelward has another way out when he wakes up and changes back into him, which he probably will.
Well, as long
Or,
as it's a
Exhausted.
different
This is
plane, I
actually where I have
Or-
to intervene.
okay.
I don't think demiplane just shuts a door. I think when you close the door to demiplane,
Yeah.
it explains
says-
when the spell ends, the door disappears. Meaning,
Oh shit, it is an hour. That's okay, because my plan will work.
you can't
Duration
close
is an
any
hour.
plane.
Yeah. I thought you could shut it like behind you.
It's like force cage in the sense that once you make
When
it,
opened-
it's there for an hour.
The door.
Edward's gonna be
spell
asleep for an
ends.
hour. Right? No, it's
Yeah.
1 minute.
Okay, so
minute.
here's my
How do
other
we keep a rat in
idea.
here?
Put him in a fucking shoebox.
How
dude.
much
Guys,
longer
I
does
got-
the turn
No,
that Skold
OLG has a
last,
really
too?
So I
fucked
have
up
an
idea.
idea. Hold
Yeah,
on.
a minute too.
Fia says, I don't think I could shut that door right now. I should have thought that through. But I have a question to Timmy in game and to Joe OC. Hey, what if they were petrified? Can you fix that, Timmy? Looks at DM. Is there a spell that unpetrifies?
Yes, there is. It's my greater restoration.
Is that what we would
God.
use to fix them?
Yeah, that's.
Dude,
Would it
is he
work?
just. He's already going
Joe's
crazy in
horrifying
there.
Expression,
Is he just
You
going to
guys
be a
are psychos,
prisoner of
dude.
his
So
own
above
mind?
board. Above
Oh
board, here's my thought.
Elwood was crazy
You
right now.
guys-
Turns out you guys walked out with madness.
There's
too.
a lot going
He wasn't even
on.
there.
And I'm trying to see what I can do.
Joe,
Here's the
Joe.
theory. Above board.
I mean, that's better than
Got
many
Mouse
people,
Award who's
right?
asleep. Blossom is currently incapacitated but is air. What if, hypothetically, I were to twin flesh to stone,
Okay.
which is concentration up to 1 minute.
Has a minute passed while she's explaining this?
It is
This-
no, because
No,
this is OC.
this is the
It's
OC
above
moment.
board.
So,
Okay.
what if I
I'm just wondering
were
'cause there's also some
to
character
flesh to stone the two of them? Give them disadvantage on the con save, although I think the mouse would probably
I'm
fail.
going to interrupt you to say, in
Would it,
fairness
like-
to what Tomato's asking, is I said I'd speed this one along. So
Yeah,
I'll go through
Is
the
it
rounds
okay-
quick, and you just got to decide. I'm gonna
Just
like,
fucking
you
do
just gotta
it.
make.
Yeah, no. The reason I brought it up is I'm not going to do it if there's no way to unpetrify them. But if Timmy can unpetrify
that's the
them,
thing.
then
There is.
okay.
You can ask that briefly in character. Like,
Yeah, no, I did.
I already said yes.
Yeah,
So
Timmy already
we're
said
gonna
yes.
move
So I just
through.
wanted to make sure.
it's fine. I don't think there's anything Adderwald can do on his turn. You've truly
I'm
shut him down.
sleeping.
Sleepy.
Basil, is there anything you're doing?
Fucking crying.
Wait, do they even need to be in a demiplane then if they're
Well,
petrified?
actually, that's true because if they were just totally petrified. So here's the sorry, I do have to say this out because I want to make sure I understand the spell. Otherwise, this is stupid, right? And I mean, it's all stupid, but you know what I'm saying. So, it's concentration up to a minute, and it says if I maintain concentration on this spell for the entire possible duration, creatures turn to stone until the effect is removed. So they don't need to be in demiplane. They could just be stone statues in our foyer. Is that right? Am I understanding that correctly, Joe?
Yes.
Why are you doing that?
Because it's psychotic.
There's,
It is psychotic, but
there's
he's
something-
fucking tweaking the fuck out,
Look,
and so is she.
Does
And
anyone do
he doesn't
anything
know
until
about the madness.
Fear, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking twin flesh to stone against Blossom and Adderward, but I'm gonna use my Shadowfell shard to give them disadvantage on the con saves.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does a con save wake someone up from sleep?
I don't know. Let me check. Some of the creatures do.
Tomato's desperate to go sicko mode as a
I'm
rat,
gonna go
dude.
sicko mode.
No.
If I get out of polymorph, you guys are gonna be catching some hands. All right, I don't know
My
what else
hands.
to say.
We were already going to be catching hands, dude. We're trying to like keep the hands
Look, at the
contained.
end of the day, you gotta blame
Exactly.
Joe because he's the one who made it look like Basil was Doug. All right, this
Fair.
is Joe. Joe is the
Yeah,
fucking.
actually,
sick
this is
puppeteer.
100% on.
Yeah.
Andy's the one that made you insane. It's all on him.
Yeah, wait a second.
I'm just being a good player and helping out.
He's
Joe.
like,
Yeah,
guys,
wait a
we really
second.
can't spend 2 hours on
Everybody
this.
turn on DM.
Oh my
So,
God.
it wouldn't wake you up, I don't think. That comes down to what we think would wake up from sleep. I would say if you succeed, you can wake.
Okay.
Oh
for
my
Blossom?
Yeah,
God.
try it.
For Blossom, go and do the con save for Blossom.
Disadvantage.
That is a nat one.
Technically, I can't believe I'm continuing this shit show. Technically, it says on a failed save it is restrained as the flesh begins to harden, and Blossom cannot be restrained currently.
But
She's
she
immune
still
to-
can't move from.
She's immune to the,
Skold's
the
thing, right?
restrained condition, so she's immune to this.
It's
effect
not the
now.
condition, motherfucker.
Restrained.
It's just a descriptor.
No, because it links the description. It's. I believe it counts as the condition restrained, unless D&D Beyond's incorrect.
I don't know, man.
Which it takes. I believe it takes a little bit of time, right? It has to fail 3 times.
Yeah, it has to fail
So,
3 times.
Technically,
So I have to concentrate
think
for a
she
minute and they have to
can
fail
be
3 times.
petrified. She's just not going to be restrained during the 3 failed saves.
Okay.
Okay, what am I doing now?
Also, no one break them.
Your turn.
It's bad.
Oh my God. Holy fuck.
What's the roll? Because I'm doing it with a mouse, right?
Yeah, it's a
Con.
Con save.
Disadvantage con.
I will say, think into this. This opens up a very dangerous door of you guys polymorphing enemies and purposely petrifying them forever. So I also take into account that this might not always be how it works.
I
For
have
now,
never
for the
used this
sake of
spell
this,
before. And
So
I
it
don't
doesn't
think I
break
ever will
D&D
again.
forever. We'll continue on this line of thought until I can.
We're having fun here.
Yeah.
We're all
Yes.
just having a bit of fun until I get out of polymorph in this.
Oh fuck.
Go and make the
This is all
goddamn
fun
con
until we're
save.
having to
It's-
cast Resurrection again.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'm doing this with disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna roll
it's
2 d20
it's
plus
a
ones,
minus
take them
1
lower.
for a mouse.
One of them is a 2, so 3. Yeah.
You
So,
failed the first save of it.
okay.
Is anyone doing anything, by the way?
Aaron's gonna go in there and stand next to both of them just in case.
Okay.
But besides that,
Should
he's
I
just
create-
standing there.
Can I?
You create a net in front of the door. or
Yeah.
something.
Can I do that while concentrating on polymorph though? Can I performance of creation while?
Yeah, it doesn't cost you a concentration.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking make an Adelward-sized and Blossom-sized fucking net cage thing.
Okay.
So wild,
A net cage thing. Got it. Okay.
I don't know.
Cage
Where?
thing, you
Wait, so
know.
where?
I'm just trying to
Yeah,
picture
for
what
an
this
arrow
net cage
middle.
is.
Got it?
Hold
Yeah,
on. Where's Blossom right now?
Blossom's
In the room.
inside.
In the demi-plane.
Yeah.
They're both in the demi-plane.
Okay, yeah, I'm
slowly
just gonna
turning to
make.
stone.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna make a glass cage around both of them.
Okay.
Can I do
glass.
No, not glass. Never mind.
Maybe not glass.
Can it be like?
It doesn't matter what it is. They're elementals. They can just go like if you leave a breathing hole, they're out. Like you have to just accept.
You treat them like they're a goldfish.
Bulletproof.
These two are four.
wait.
Hold on. No. These
Wait,
two are
wait.
four gods. They fought fucking ancient dragons. You're gonna put them in a glass cage like that
No,
goldfish?
wait, I changed my mind. I changed my
Like that's
mind.
gonna hold
You know,
them.
Can I
here's the
make-
thing though. If
She said
Alan
she
woke
changed her
up
mind. Let her go.
and he actually saw that one of the Dougs thought that putting a glass cage around him was that might snap him out because that is so dumb compared to what he would do as
In my head, I was thinking about the kind of glass they have in like
Oh, dear.
aquariums, like big aquariums. Thank you. Like the really thick fucking glass.
He would still cut
so
through
I
that.
would like to make magic missile proof.
I don't care. Can I make? Fuck. What should I make then? What? It doesn't matter. I can't make
That can
anything.
keep them in.
Cement. I made a cement thing for the deck of many things.
They need to breathe.
Do they?
They're in the demi plane. It's
Wait, if they're petrified, do
Yeah, I
they?
was gonna make a medicine check on my turn to see what this.
Oh! Can I?
Joe, did you see this happening? Did you see this coming?
Felt like I didn't need to do any prep for this session.
you really didn't.
What would you like
Can
to
I
create?
put them?
Yeah.
Can I put them in a glass jar that's lined with a really
No.
slippery material so they can't climb out?
Sure.
Grease on it.
Yeah, sure. You can go for a thick glass jar. Are you
so dumb. We're amazing.
are you putting it over them
Really
like you like a
sticky,
spider?
Like a dome for cakes.
Yeah.
I could do. I was thinking about putting them in it, and then like it's like a mouse trap. Like they can't climb up the sides.
A mousetrap would be apt.
Blossom can fly.
Actually, maybe just make a mouse trap. A really sticky piece of something on the ground.
Joe, I have a question
Tape.
while this is all happening.
Just put tape
that's
on the ground.
that I'm getting confused about now because we're like 8 different spells deep into this.
I think this is already solved. We don't have to
Yeah.
do all these fancy things.
Okay,
The
fine. I
what?
won't do anything.
If I'm turned to stone
that
while I'm
better?
polymorphed, and then polymorph
Yeah,
drops its
this is what I was
concentration,
gonna
what
ask.
happens to me? Do I turn into an Adelward-sized piece of stone, or do I just explode?
Ooh.
This is what I was gonna ask.
Ooh.
I was
Because
gonna
that's not my
medicine check
shape
it.
anymore.
If you
I
are
can-
polymorphed and you're in stone.
You'd stay as a mouse, right?
Well, no. As soon as he takes any damage, he turns.
But why
Yeah,
would he
but
take
he's-
damage from it? Because he's incapacitated.
He wouldn't be able to take.
Oh,
damage.
you're
He's, like,
saying if he's
petrified.
just petrified? Yeah, he would
He's a
remain as
stone
a
mouse.
He'd become a stone mouse, which is again, just for anyone out there, that might change as a ruling in the future. So you can't just do that to
Yeah.
to Ixalis. But yeah, that's in this current scenario. Sure, yeah, he'd remain as a stone mouse.
And then when to
Even
be
after
greater
polymorph drops?
restorations, he would unpetrify, turn back to himself, and no longer be crazy. All in
Maybe.
one. I mean, maybe.
Mm.
Whose turn is
Above
it?
board,
Is it
what
mine?
can I
Followers
do?
always
To,
Yeah,
kind
what
of
can I do
unhinged.
to help besides the stupid things I was coming up with? Genuinely,
think
what can
we're
I do?
okay.
Okay, I won't do anything.
Yeah.
I'd like a turn.
No, that's
Blossom's
not allowed.
turn. End of Blossom's turn. She gets to roll her save to see if she's still
Yeah.
incapacitated. So go ahead and roll for Blossom.
Still at disadvantage or not anymore?
I think it's. Let me double check, but
Mm.
I
So Blossom's still
when did
rolling to see if she gets petrified. She just doesn't get restrained during the petrification process.
Oh, I also should have been rolling for Blossom to see if they break the charm.
Yeah,
when did
That's-
I
that's what I'm
go?
talking
What would,
about now.
what would that have been? A wisdom?
it's a wisdom save.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying now for this one.
18 on wisdom.
It was a DC 18.
Okay,
Aaron's last key point.
sorry. You have disadvantage till the end of my next turn
Oh,
on the
also
con
that.
saves.
Oh, that's a con save. Yeah, so the wisdom,
Yeah, sorry.
he'll lower it to 16, and then maybe that was a bad idea because oh no, we're good. Nat 20, the key save.
So, Blossom
They get an 11 on
remains
the con save.
incapacitated. But 11 on the con save. That's another failure. They're 2 failures into petrification.
Okay.
Timmy,
Joe's just sitting there like, how can I make this stop?
I've just got a feeling somewhere in the world right now, Omithus
Joe
is
did
going.
this.
He's
Joe
meeting
did
with
this.
someone right now, and he's going, look, I have the perfect team to take this down.
Yeah,
Greatest
right.
heroes.
And then he just scried on you guys,
They're
and he
very
goes,
competent.
you know what? What's your plane like? how's the Feywild this time of year?
Joe literally did this, and now we're all +1ing, and he's acting like
Joe
we did
fucking knew that I would yes and him so fucking hard.
I know,
that shit
he
was
fucking
Basil.
knew.
He knew what was coming when this happened.
Didn't know go this deep, man. Timmy.
Timmy's gonna cast Bane on them both, which is a charisma save.
Okay.
With his last spell slot. He's got nothing else after this, you guys.
Blossom gets a 3. What's my is charisma rolled with Adelward's charisma or the mouses?
Polymorph, I believe, changes all your
Mouses.
statistics.
Should be the mouse.
So,
It's the
you are
mouses.
just
Yeah,
minus
that mouse sheet,
3.
because apparently I'm going to be like this for a
Yeah,
long time.
I'll link it to you.
Yeah, but you won't know. You'll be incapacitated. It's fine.
It might be better you've never seen this sheet because turns out mice aren't the,
No,
the
this'll be more
strongest
fun.
creatures in D&D.
What?
He's got a lot of heart, dude. Okay, and that -3 to charisma, that 5 charisma they have is going to get them, get them through it.
You're
out
gonna
here.
nat 20 it.
A nat 20, still a nat 20, man.
That's true.
It's true.
15.
That was still a nice roll, but no.
Good
Mhm.
roll, but that's not enough.
No.
Okay, they're baned. Timmy's just, that's it.
Okay. Fabia.
Okay.
I pass, I guess.
Okay.
Good move.
Gold.
Skull's gonna go, I just died, and I don't need any of this right now. And he's gonna leave, and I was going to remove myself from the town order.
Okay.
I'm leaving.
Does he?
leaving.
Skold
Wait,
goes to
hold up.
bed.
If he leaves, is Skold in such a fucking mood right now that he drops his charm on Blossom?
Oh god.
It's not a thing that can drop, it's just it lasts for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess he
But
can't
he doesn't,
concentrate
I'm
on
not
his
applying
spell.
anything else. I'm not participating.
I'm fucking out here
He's just-
clawing.
he's
I'm
dashing
running
up the
this ready,
stairs.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. he
Going to
goes
my
outside.
room. He
He's gonna,
slams the
sleep
door.
he's gonna go sleep under a tree. He doesn't care. He just died, man.
It's Adelward's turn. Does Adelward have anything he can do? Or Mouse
He
Award?
still has disadvantage
Mouse
on that
award.
save too, because it's till the end of my
I
turn.
don't know, Mouse.
Oh,
What
that's
does a
another good
mouse
roll.
have any secret legendary moves? Is this like a legendary creature
Get
that
out of
like
sleep
Basil
and-
accidentally created? Because
Add a
like,
mouse?
a mouse is
Yeah.
a mouse, dude. What's my charisma modifier again? How about you asked like you want it to keep going? You asked if I had more things to do.
He failed twice. Basil.
Nothing. I'm useless. Besides maintaining this polymorph.
What sticky thing did you put down? Or did you not do it in the
I was
end?
gonna say.
I didn't.
Okay.
Everything I came up with was some dumb himbo shit.
That's really funny. Wait, I think turning both of them to stone is some dumb
Can I just say one of the funniest images in my mind was if you made them stuck in a glass thing, and if Adelward came out, he would have just gone, "Okay, I'm gonna crack the glass." I didn't even.
I
Can't
know.
do that.
Well, in my defense, for some reason, I thought I still have Wall of Force. So every time I think of glass, I think of Wall of Force, and like,
Oh, okay, I see what
I
you mean.
thought it was really funny.
yeah,
It was
I thought
great.
it
It was a genius move. It's so good.
yeah, glass to keep it from leaking.
Fear. Anything
Hey.
you got?
Look,
I'm gonna. It's so dumb. I'm gonna use my Shadowfell shard,
Okay.
and I'm gonna twin message the two of them because I need to impose disadvantage again, but I don't want to hurt them anymore. So I'm gonna cast message, and I'm gonna be like, "Everything's fine. We'll be back for you in a little bit." And now they have disadvantage again on the last con
sleeping.
save they need.
You're dreaming this.
Well, how does that work? I'm asleep right now.
You heard her in the dream.
Yeah, I guess. But then
You're sleeping.
you're kind of
when you
having
wake up, it'll be
mouse
fine.
dreams. So it's not really like I don't think you can.
It's a
No,
vibe.
You can't understand.
You can't understand her.
Yeah, what they're
You're still
saying.
the
Yeah,
person.
you have no idea. This is how a mouse hears a
God,
human.
fun.
Like you don't understand.
It's like Charlie Brown, like wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
This is the simplest our Lord's life has ever been.
Yeah. This is your
Oh my
face.
god, he's gonna be so depressed when he's not a mouse anymore.
Aaron.
Well, I think he'll be more depressed by the fact that his friends turned him to stone and then threw him in a demiplane. To sit
all
out
we
his,
can do. We are tapped out.
Ranting about murder.
A
his
crawler
bad day.
DM would have a villain attack now.
The death hull appears. Oh fuck. That's-
Aaron's just gonna leave the demi-plane,
Okay.
stand outside the door. That's it.
Blossom gets to roll for the wisdom save and then the con save.
Wisdom fail. Con is a 16.
Blossom turns into a petrified griffin.
Wait, hold up.
Wind
One
Griffin.
Yeah.
Actually, it wouldn't matter. No, it wouldn't matter.
Okay.
Because I thought.
Wait, did
that,
we leave them a note or did we just message them?
No, we could write the
If
note
he had
after.
started.
I'm
a
writing.
note.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Wait,
you can
why
get-
are you guys
just giving
writing?
it to
No, he's
Fabia.
gonna be stoned, and when you guys get him, he'll still be stoned.
I'm leaving
We don't
you
know.
a note,
Adelward has
bitch.
all sorts of wily
I don't
trill.
fucking
We're leaving
trust
you a note.
Adelward.
Yeah.
He's gonna figure a way out of this shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't trust him. Got too many fucking
Tomato's
tricks up
running
your
a
sleeve.
spreadsheet on his
You know,
other
I have a
monitor, like,
question.
Yeah.
No.
I sent Douglas here to the manor.
Oh,
you
fuck's
did.
sake.
You roleplayed that Douglas is here.
Douglas is here. Does Douglas hear this commotion?
He does.
You told him to stand, keep doing what he was doing, which is looking
You
at a
can't
fucking
give him
wall,
another
dude.
command.
You're sleeping.
True, but I
he's
did
not sleeping
also
later.
have a homunculus on him that could communicate with him.
Question.
I don't think I would have told him to simply stand in one spot frozen because that's not what he had been doing for his entire existence.
The monkey
But
is
that
the
would-
You would have,
communicating rat,
I
though,
think in
right?
your current state, you would have told him to die, is what you
Well,
would have
I'd
told
like-
him to do.
I'd like to just Joe, can I just see if he detects the sounds of commotion? Can you just give me that?
Just wanna see if he goes in the
give
room
me
at
a
least.
perception check for that, sure.
This dude is gasping.
Gasping out here.
Accept your fate.
7.
Oh, thank God.
He's a little distracted. Or at least this is the sounds of your group normally.
Yeah.
He's
pretty
memorizing the
Guys.
brick pattern.
Quiet down. I'm trying to do my job over here.
I'm staring at the wall. Leave me alone.
I was really just gonna have him walk in and then walk back. I was not going to have him join.
He just does the shrug emoji.
Timmy,
Timmy does nothing. He waits.
Fabia.
If a note's happening, should put the note in there.
Yeah.
Adelward, on your turn, go ahead and make the con save.
The final con save with the
Don't you
minus
nat 20
1 to
this.
con.
Please, Lord.
Go to sleep, bitch. Go to sleep.
Put a stone.
That's a nat 1.
Thank God.
A stone mouse and a stone griffin are in a demi-plane in the middle of nowhere.
This is so fucked up, dude.
It's really fun. We didn't have any other choice, okay?
What?
We
Dude,
had so many
Adelward's so
choices, dude.
fucking strong.
He's too
We
strong
don't
and
have-
scary.
It's true,
I
you
could
do.
have banished Blossom.
I
We
had
couldn't
5th
heal
level
him.
slots and stuff.
Yeah, we
left.
needed to lock him down.
If
Yeah.
you guys
Good.
didn't insta polymorph me, I was going to fucking wreck this place.
Yeah, I think we all knew
No,
that.
old blue estate. No.
I still have a few seconds left to concentrate on this spell, but I'm gonna be like, I gotta remember that demi-plane thing. It just leaves the door open for a while. I gotta remember that in case we want to try that again. That was
Yeah.
my. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, guys. That was.
No, it's fine. I mean, we were
I
all in a
didn't really-
panic. I'm sorry I didn't polymorph him into something slower. And I don't know. I was panicked.
Aw. Blossom knocked one of the things off the chandelier.
Yeah, Blossom
Oh,
knocked a
fix
lot
it.
over.
I'll fix it. Can we go to bed? I'm so tired.
Please.
Okay.
God's bane, you gonna take a long rest.
Yes.
God, what a boss fight.
Yes.
What a
Worst
boss
encounter
fight.
we've had.
Truly. Oh my God.
Well, you You
I'm writing out the note right now.
okay? So you all head up to your respective rooms and have one of the kind of most necessary sleeps you've had in a long time.
I would just like to point out that I had all of my spell points, and now I have like
Spent most of them.
I have nothing. I have no spell slots. I have no channel divinities. I am
Oh
out.
my god, spent all out.
The door disappears within the hour. Somewhere, a stone griffin and a stone mouse rest in a
They're
stone
safe.
room, never to be
With a
found
note.
over the next
With
8
a
hours.
note.
With a note that says, finish it. Go.
homies.
Yeah, I wrote, Adelward, hey homie, you tried to kill us, so we had to lock you down. I don't know what sort of world-ending fuckery you have going on in there, so just hang out with Blossom. We'll be back after we sleep and heal your brain.
Nice.
That's the note.
XOXO.
Yeah, miss you, bye.
I want to try rolling dice and then be like, a small stone melts since the top of a bag man's hole.
So, just a question. How long did your petrification last?
It
Forever.
says
Lots
Yeah.
until dispelled.
if I
they're
maintain
just
concentration on the
petrified.
spell, they're turned to stone until the effect is removed.
Then they're just trapped in their game plane for the duration of the long rest.
They're literally not
Yeah.
even going to read the note. They're just.
I don't get a long rest.
Adult's,
either,
yeah,
so
Adult's
it's gonna
not
be
going to get a
No.
rest.
That's there's no long
He's
rest.
just
at all.
told us he still has 5th level spell slots. He's
Yeah,
fine.
he's-
No, but what about my
fine.
other spell slot?
You know what? We got a meeting that we're gonna go to. You're not gonna need them there, and then we'll rest after that. You
So-
should have thought about it before you went
Pirates, you can
fucking
have a drink.
crazy.
Doug for the next one,
Let's
all
say
right?
this
I
the
want-
same as
I'm
friend
gonna bring
character.
Doug.
You
Look at the demi play, bitch.
Doug for the first time, by the way, would not really be able to hear your mind.
He's like, ah.
You
But wait, would he be truly free? Would he attack? Would he?
Doug
act
starts writing
autonomously?
formulas to create more homunculi.
you cause
We like look in his room. We see that. We're like, oh
Do we
shit.
make his
He was
vehicle
screaming about it the whole
That'd be
time.
incredible.
You know what I
Oh my
imagine?
God.
Because Adelward is like connected to him to some extent, I feel like Doug only pulled from all the insane
Yeah,
ramblings
Adelward's
in his head
paranoia.
that he was like, we need more simulacrums.
Jeez. Oh.
And he probably, if you guys were to walk by him, he would be starting to like write like a magical formula to clearly create more similarities.
Good for him. You know what? It's good to have something to think about while you're, got some downtime. He's got a problem he can apply himself to.
well,
It's good.
each of you goes off to your respective bedrooms and rests for the full night.
Yeah.
8 hours passes. You each wake up, long rested,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
and wake back in Blue's Manor. Skold, you don't have as many peaceful dreams as you might. Your night, when you close your eyes and you rest, you feel the cold. But it's warming to you, comfortable. You feel that plane where you're now anchored to. You don't feel like this is your home anymore. The same feeling when others and you used to travel to different planes and knew that you were strangers there. You now feel a stranger in your own plane. But those are thoughts for another day. You wake and you know that on this plane you have a job to do. It's the next morning. What would you like to do?
Let's
Yeah, what
pop
would you
that
guys like
plane
to do?
open, shall we?
Wait till everyone
Yeah.
is awake and whatever. Hey, do we want to should we eat breakfast first? Do you think he's gonna be really mad? And then we won't have time to eat breakfast.
I think
or should
he's
we-
going to be more mad if we open
we
it
eat
up and we've
breakfast?
obviously just eaten. Yeah.
Alright,
Eating
fine. It's just
breakfast
I was
and he
kind of
didn't.
hungry. All right, that's fine. Okay, a demi plane that wasn't even needed.
Yeah. You cast Demi-Plane and the door appears.
Don't laugh like that. When I did it, it was a good idea. Don't even.
At least you didn't say I make a
Hindsight,
glass
okay?
cage.
like to make a glass demiplane, please? They could see all the other demiplanes around.
Fucking hell.
Sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
Free me from my glass jar.
Like
A glass jar with a slippery liquid inside, so you can't get
Yeah.
The slippery liquid inside.
like a 5-year-old.
I would have put some like shavings in there for you to sleep on.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Here's some grass in case you get hungry like a little kid.
Oh god, it's gonna make me cry.
Exactly.
The door the door leads to a petrified mouse and a petrified griffin. What does everyone like to do?
Skold's doing the most Skold thing possible and just eating breakfast.
Okay.
Skold actually is
It's
eating
okay to
breakfast.
just eat. All right.
Let's just get it done, dude.
Take it
Timmy, what do
away,
you need?
Timmy.
I mean, what if the same thing happens? I guess we're rested. Something happens, we could try to stop them again.
Do you want me to hold on to his little mouse body? I'm pretty sure he's gonna immediately turn into a,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's
not
gonna
mouse.
come back. But I'll start by using Greater Restoration on Blossom and seeing what happens.
See the stone creak and then break, peeling off and collapse into the ground. As Blossom reforms in front of you. She bows her head to you and leans up and kind of almost like digs in her claws and waiting for Adderward's word. But
Joe, I gotta tell you
knows
something
that.
that's so important about Greater Restoration. It only cures one effect.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna cast it twice.
oh, if it only causes one effect, then as soon as she appears, she
I just have to wait 6 seconds. I gotta let her take her action.
yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and ask Adderwood. Could you roll to see if she notices her shadow?
What would be the roll for that?
It's gonna be, I'd say, a perception check done by her, and I'll set the DC at 15 to see if she notices it.
Okay, they have a +5 to perception. They get a 9.
She's not focused on that right now.
I love that I have to feel like I need to continue to fucking have this keep going. Blossom's last orders were to save me the mouse. Do they see the mouse statue on the ground in this demi is what I'd like to ask next.
To see if she would notice that, go ahead and just give me a contested with that perception check there. That's looking. Can you just give me a stealth check by the mouse? Which would just
Stealth
be a
check
d20
by the
plus
mouse.
his
Nice
1.
sneaky mouse.
Just d20 plus 1. This will determine his kind of if he's seen it or not.
D20 plus 1. That's a 6.
Blossom sees the mouse.
Blossom is going to grab the mouse and dash out the demiplane as fast as they can.
Oh my god. The petrified mouse?
The petrified mouse.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Do we have a?
Sure.
Do we have a
I can hold monster.
turn order? All the doors in the manor are shut. How's she gonna get out the front
I
door?
just want to loop back and say that all Fia had to do to chill Adelward out was use suggestion one time. That's
You
all I
are
do
out of
wanna
fucking
say.
control, dude. Don't fucking come at me and second
What?
guess me. You know what?
What?
All you had to do
We'll
is
go
that
to the shoulda, coulda,
Adelward
wouldas
fucking
after.
relax his shit.
We'll go to the
That's
shoulda,
all you
coulda,
had
was
to do.
after. We gotta keep moving. So, Blossom picks up the petrified mouse in a beak or in a claw.
It'd be Claw.
Okay.
Grabs
Launches.
hold monster, crunches the mouse.
Hold monster,
mouse is
hold
dead.
monster, hold monster.
Go ahead and do your hold monster.
Thank you.
You guys just make him roll this
We
shit
gotta
again.
start
It's happening
initiative,
again, Joe.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. We're just play
happening
it.
again.
It's gonna be a whole monster.
Oh,
It's
it's
okay.
again.
Our initiative is real life. If we come up with something in this turn order of real life,
Let's hear mine, dude.
No.
Who needs an initiative?
Okay, wisdom saved, please.
Please.
19.
Ah, fuck off.
Son of a bitch.
what is it though?
Aaron.
Aaron's here.
18.
I have an
Save.
18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reduces that by 1. Makes it key save.
No,
Okay,
if
we're good.
reducing it by 1.
Reduce
Or
by
2.
two.
Because
Two,
1
okay.
use is 2.
Oh, okay,
'Cause
yeah,
every
yeah.
time I do it, it lowers it by 2.
Okay,
Oh my god.
reduces it by 2.
Okay.
Blossom is locked there in the air.
Wait, where's she holding the
Takes-
mouse in her claws?
Takes
or her beak?
mouse.
Floor.
Yeah.
Claws.
Okay.
Takes
Okay.
mouse from claws, if possible.
Uh,
Oh my god.
Careful, don't break it.
Oh my god.
Him.
yeah, you probably could, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so scared.
I'd say the Blossom's smart enough not to crush it. Okay, yeah, it's like playing Jenga. You're like,
Yeah, I was literally gonna say it's like
Jenga.
Jenga, and just like
yeah. Sure, you've got the
Bobby's tongue is out
Stone
like that
Adderward.
concentrating face.
Jesus. Okay, this is such a fucking shit show.
You're
All
not
right,
dropping.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
Okay.
This is
Timmy,
going really well.
Yeah.
unpetrify.
Yeah, I would use now that's all. It's all cycled. I would first Greater Restoration Blossom again. Calm
Okay.
her down if possible from the fear.
Blossom looks around and realizes that the madness has faded.
Okay.
Do you know what kind of breakfast would I have? Fish.
I mean, it's probably pretty decent. Yeah, the morning catch, some of the fruits from the gardens. There's a lot of stuff there.
Okay, cool.
Our state's doing good, guys.
Yeah, it's beautiful here.
Lovely.
I like to think that Garion walked in at some point and just turned around and quietly shut the door
Yeah,
and walked
Anybody
back
who
out.
walks
Just
in
like,
just
Not
leaves,
touching
yeah.
that.
Okay, we need to think this through. As soon as I unfreeze that mouse, will it turn back to Adelward?
yeah,
Probably.
I would.
I mean,
think so, right?
probably.
Because
So
polymorph only
what's
lasts
he
an
gonna
hour.
do?
You gotta hold him down for till you can cast it
He
again.
is pretty slippery.
Can we
Can-
can I telekinesis him?
Is there? Can
I
we not?
telekinesis the object and would it track?
Skold, I need your help.
Can we not heal the
One
madness
thing.
first?
What?
I need you. Oh, you can't hold him. Never mind. Keep eating.
I could suggestion over the moment you do it, or fucking hell.
Prepare an action suggestion.
Can I polymorph him into like something that doesn't move, like a snail?
Well, he'll go on. He'll go with his.
queue up their post banish.
Okay,
boss
wait.
Attacks.
If I choose what I want to greater restore first, can I choose to restore
Excuse me.
the madness before the petrification? Because I'm choosing what to restore.
And he's still
Yes.
a
buddy. You got
creature.
there.
Okay,
Finally got there.
that's what I'm doing. I'm first going to
Fix
restore
his
the
brain
madness.
first.
Yeah. Fix
By the way,
his
now I have to use a
brain.
6th level slot, and then I have to use a 7th level for the petrification. So this.
I mean, I
sucks.
just busted my
Okay.
8. Yeah.
You
And then we all go back to bed.
Add all the
Yeah.
hallucinations.
No, we
and
can't
all of
because
that.
we have to meet the pirates at noon.
Son of a bitch.
Oh,
Also, yeah,
fuck.
you cannot long rest more than once every 24 hours.
yeah, we
Yeah.
can't.
We'll have to rest
Okay.
in Pennytown.
Alward's
then
gonna catch.
Really?
me.
Is that a
I'll
thing?
tell you
I didn't know
what.
that. Anyway.
He's earned it.
I 7th level a greater restore the petrification now.
As soon as you remove the petrification and the mouse starts to begin, you see the polymorph was kind of almost like trapped in there, and you see his body forms back, and he kind of grows back into his form. Little bits of stone kind of drop off of you and wisp off as your wind form is taking place again. The madness
Excuse
and
me.
the petrification removed, but you feel pretty awful.
Bud.
Arcana check to figure out how much power this group
Was
had to use
expended
in order
onto
to
you.
restrain Adelward.
Yeah, go ahead, do an Arcana check.
Cool. Because
Bear in mind, your mind has been kind of almost semi-trapped as a mouse as well, so it's like not been a comfortable time in the last.
Oh yeah, well he's been trapped in crystals for thousands of years before. So
Yeah, it's
This
fine.
isn't new.
25.
Being trapped in a crystal wasn't a 3 IQ situation. So.
Yeah, you can pretty much go through the order of spells. You know, the mouse couldn't really comprehend them, but you put in the colors and the ideas and the movements together, and now, yeah, you work out the spells which you use to hold you down.
You guys, by the looks of it, made a demi-plane chase
Yeah.
inside.
You cost me a
You-
demi-plane and a flesh to stone and a message.
Turned
Well,
me
that's not
into
really
a
anything.
mouse, threw me inside by the looks of it. And what is this?
Adelward's gonna lean down, pick up the letter.
And while I was petrified as a
Yeah.
rock, you left
Yeah.
me a letter that says, Adelward, hey homie, you tried to kill us. So we had to lock you down because I don't know what sort of world-ending fuckery you have going on. So just hang out in there with Blossom, and we'll be back after we sleep and heal your brain.
Which we did.
What
You're
the
welcome.
fuck happened in the like crown? Like, would it like? Why was he like?
Dude, he was fine until we left.
Oh shit! Wait, are you guys
Once-
fine? No, you seem fine. Everybody seems fine.
I'm not. I don't. Well, I think I'm fine.
Was it just like everybody in there is just crazy?
It's
Right,
literally.
Next time this happens, because I can see you all spent just about every single last energy of spell power you had.
Oh,
in
I
order to
didn't
stop me.
actually. No, I didn't actually had a lot. I just
Next
the
time,
damage
just use
plane
the
and the
same one
flash
you
to
did the
stone.
first time, alright? Because that pretty much you could have just used suggestion.
You came at me.
Hey,
I panicked. I had
you
to
know
turn into
what?
a mouse.
You seemed like a little salty and I thought, well, maybe it'd be fine. And then it just sort of wasn't. And like, sometimes I feel a little bit uncomfortable with the suggestion because it feels like a little like I'm taking away your ability to make your own choices. And I
Oh,
start
you
to feel
did, and
a
that
little
pisses me
conflicted
off.
about
But
that.
I honestly, in that context, it was
Turning him into
okay.
stone also
But you know what
did
would
that.
piss
Felt
someone
like-
off more is being polymorphed, thrown in a demiplane, and then turned to stone.
Hey, maybe if
You were
you just
out
hadn't,
of line.
you were fucking crazy, dude. You were
crossed
out of
many a
control,
line.
man. You were like, what if
I thought
there's
we were all
8,000
Douglas,
chili
yeah.
Douglases and they were
Yeah.
all like,
You thought
we're not,
Basil
like,
was
I'm
a
gonna kill them
Douglas.
all.
Yeah,
you
you
thought,
were.
yeah.
I
started
don't
to
know.
get out of hand,
You
dude.
started to come at me, and I
Honestly,
So
panicked.
they don't look
where's the spells
anything
I
alike.
cast when I was coming at you and killing you? Because it says here in the note that I tried to kill you.
They
Skold
were
will come in with a hunk of
counterspelled.
meat, and he'll just say, "We killing Chili Douglas now."
I cast counterspell. Lord, I'll hear Timothy say that. I cast one counterspell, and you turned me to stone.
Hey,
Yeah.
it
No, you
looks
cast the
it's an
counterspell, then
compliment,
I
bitch,
counterspelled
okay?
that.
Skold will
You
say,
should have seen the
"Guess
way you
not,"
were
and then
looking
he'll
at
just
me.
go back to eating.
Okay, look, can we keep yelling at each other while we eat breakfast, please?
Yeah, also,
where's
we
the-
gotta
I'm
be,
starving.
we have, yeah, we gotta
Yep,
go.
water under the bridge. I don't really care. Where's Douglas? I just want to make.
I don't know, what'd you tell him last?
Everything's dealt with. I just want to make.
While we were doing all
a
that shit to you, he came in and then immediately just left.
where
But he
did-
was over there. Points.
Always over by that.
He's probably like,
Edward's gonna look
looking at the
through
wall.
Douglas's eyes and see simulacrum fucking
Yeah.
scrolling.
Do we have like 1,500 spare ruby dust? I think I need to reset Doug.
I
I don't have any.
Shit.
I don't really use ruby dust for anything.
I think in my madness I may have instructed Doug to do the exact thing I was worried Doug would do.
Wait, can't you just tell
my
him to stop?
God.
Okay.
Wait, did he already
But
do it?
you
Can
said
just
he
tell him
can't
to
do it
stop?
though. You said he can't cast the spell anyway, right?
Not to my
Just go
knowledge,
check-
but
just
those
go
are
ask
some really
him.
elaborate scrawlings on that wall.
But you're just like talk to him.
Just
Yeah, Douglas is a cool guy.
Edward's gonna like
No
walk
pun.
up to Doug, kind of like peer over his shoulder and just kind of give his work a little read.
I mean, he doesn't need to rest. He doesn't need to take his mind off. There's no breathing for Doug. That's 8 hours of solid work.
Nice.
This is impressive. This might have taken you a few days because of the eating and the taking the time to do other things. He's focused.
Nice.
Just walk away.
I ate
This
breakfast.
is a later problem. He just has to like nip the whole like no allegiance
future-
to Adelward thing in the bud. when
future
that
God
time
being the
comes.
problem.
That's a later problem.
Like post 10th hell
Can you roll an
problem.
Arcana check as Doug? I
Goodness.
just want to see how close he gets.
Oh
That's
boy.
funny.
Doug
Saying there's a
would
possibility,
pull
huh?
Open Doug.
Here we go.
He has a little bit less than me. One
He might
second.
get lucky. He might have made a breakthrough.
Yeah, I bless him.
He's been rolling so bad on everything. Well, I've been rolling so bad on everything that's possible.
Here we go.
Let's go, Doug.
Okay, we'll just do the Arcana and -1 from Adelward because it actually froze my Chrome entirely to open Doug's sheet with Adelward's
Okay.
sheet at the same time. You can't fucking do that. So,
That's how we know that we're safe from whatever
Dude,
Doug's
it's
shenanigans might be.
frozen.
Yeah.
I've destroyed your computer.
it's so bad open. Okay, I got it. I got Doug's open. Okay, Arcana. That is a 17.
You could see he's at a stage where he's basically going through other spells and seeing if he can kind of find like a loophole around them. He's got through all of the up to 3rd level at the moment, so now he's started onto 4th. No research yet, but you can see he's like a machine. He's going through one by one,
Good for
seeing if
him.
there's any other way around each spell.
I'm a little worker.
Good for him. Anything he learns is stuff Alward learns. He's just gonna leave him to it, dude. Until the time comes where he has reached a point of knowledge where he has to be put down because he's become too powerful for Alward to
It's
control.
getting here soon.
I'm gonna have the homunculus carry a knife from now on.
Okay. Yeah.
Like a
Have
little
the
knife.
homunculus carry a little
little knife.
simulacrum deactivation knife.
Okay. The
It's got those initials carved into the handle.
That's just murder, dude.
each of you are going to sit down to have some breakfast. There's
Breakfast.
all sorts served. You've got fruits from the gardens. There's vegetables that are grown there now. This is kind of a little bastion for where supplies food for outside to the troops. Also has a pretty big storage for you guys as well. There's a lot of smoked foods and salted foods in the back rooms. You can see the staff who are kind of come up and they cater to the house. Some morning staff coming to like clean up around the area and get their own food. They see one of them, kind of an elderly lady, goes, "Oh, hello. Good to see you. Welcome back." Looks around. "I'll get some people to clear up the mess." And then goes off
Great,
into one of the
thank
back
you.
rooms, and you see the morning staff are coming in to keep the house kept and tidy. But there's plenty of food for all of you.
Okay.
So you're going to have a hearty breakfast.
I eat. It's tasty.
All right.
What time do we have to be there for this meeting?
Noon, I thought you said?
Yeah. Do they have noon in Godforged?
Yeah, there's noon.
Midday.
Midday.
I believe
Yeah.
midday.
When the sun
Center
is
of
at
the
its
dial.
highest point in the sky.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just maybe we go now and see if they're there now, or if we have stuff we need
Well,
to
technically-
get here or do here.
It would be pretty much noon now because
Oh, shit.
you guys are in the far west. And they're
Oh
further
shit!
east.
We gotta go. Eat. Go.
Oh, fuck.
I forgot
Okay.
about time. You guys, it's weird how time works sometimes. I always mess it
Yeah,
up.
time zones suck. I say in and out of character.
Yeah, right. We're just like, yep, they do. All right, I round everyone up.
Okay. Grasping everyone,
Pennytown.
rushing your breakfasts down with intention to head to Pennytown. You each, for the magic of teleport, emanate through you. We're going to take a 5-minute break. You've got something from Pennytown, I'm assuming, because you just came from there.
Yep.
So it's a straight roll. You land there, and we're going to take a 5-minute break, refill your drinks, use the loo and whatnot, and continue for the rest
I
of the
like to
episode.
think I took the spare key
God.
from Mr. Chambers' shop.
Little 5-minute break turned into like 2 hours.
Jesus.
Dude.
You're
just needed to go to
welcome
sleep.
for providing.
All right, hello chat. I'll bring things up into the game in a second. That's oh dear, this is one of the most batshit episodes we've had in a long while. Creation Bard for magical components. Yeah, although I treat magical components in Creation Bard as temporary. So, for example, Simulacrum created with conjured goods there would last for the amount of time that it would last for that. It's similar with diamonds. And backward I miss depends where you when AFK, which is still strong because you can still make it. I think everyone's arriving back in a second. We'll come back into things. Okay, I'm gonna tell them that we're good to go. Hello.
Hey, man.
Hello.
What's up, man?
I have no idea what was said, but I agree.
Nah, you don't want to know?
I agree,
No, you
sure.
don't agree.
I don't want to agree. I hate it.
Nah.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea.
I hate it.
I wasn't here, so I also hate it.
Thanks. Yeah, solidarity.
I just am a hater, so I hate it.
Weren't you here?
Yeah, but I'm just a hater, so I hate it. That's what
Okay.
I just said. Doesn't matter. Just hate things. That's my deal.
With the spell going off, just to swing back into things, just trying to find the Pennytown music. You feel the magic kind of emanate around you, and then have you appear right. Whereabouts in Pennytown are you going to try and appear?
I think like there's an area sort of at the, land end of the docks, the start of the docks, because the end of the dock, whatever, you know what I mean? Like the area around, there's got to be like a wide open space there somewhere. So like right there.
Sure.
Because I imagine Mr. Chambers' shop isn't that far away from that kind of area.
Yeah.
There's probably
Yeah,
like
the
a
end of the
market,
docks
like
near the
there.
beaches area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. The sand kind of gets bristled and pushed away as you arrive there. A few people go, oh, look across to you confused.
Hi, sorry.
And then mind their own business and keep moving on. You see a couple people walking open shirt, kind of rum bottles in their hands, talking. You see a couple others practicing cutlass. You see others drinking and shouting. As early as noon, people are already completely wasted out of the rum. They've been drinking, partying. Anything that kind of sets the heart's desires is happening on this beach in different tents and places. And you can see the hanging ship in the distance of Pennytown, where it's just going to be propped up where the Lord's Hall is. Otherwise, people just kind of wandering around inside this pirate haven.
All right. All right, let's get to it. We're headed that way. I point to the hanging ship.
Okay.
And we head off. As I look towards the docks, do I see Heartbloom's ship?
Yeah. She would have arrived in by now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you would see the Scarlet Ballad.
All right.
So you pass through the beach side, moving past any kind of like crowds of people and their tents set up, and begin making your way closer to where the lifts go up towards the actual Lord's Hall. The way that it's designed in Pennytown is a ship that was kind of beached long ago has been risen and pulled up onto this like rock face that's kind of the centerpiece of this island. And this massive kind of almost like frigate ship is up against it, of these two pillars. And they've turned it into essentially a hall itself. So you'd have to get like an elevator up and then go down into the decks. Its massive cannons are aimed out at each corner of the harbour, almost threateningly to all of the ships there. You kind of move over towards where the elevator is and the kind of that lift area. And you see a pirate sat down there. Those who kind of guard the actual beachfront and Pennytown itself wear kind of this little like sash. It's like a blue sash which has like almost like a wave lines drawn into it that you'd usually find on a map, as if to indicate like these are the law around here. They used to belong to one of the captains long ago, and they've kind of kept that tradition in for any pirates which can no longer sail but want to do their part for the community. You see one of them kind of sat next to the lift and stands up. You got an appointment?
Hey. Yes.
Oh yeah,
I do.
which captain?
All of them.
Name?
Godsbane.
Tim kind of closes his eyes to remember. Godsbane. Oh, the adventuring folks.
Yeah, the adventuring folks.
Yeah, they've given you a little bit of time. You're 20 minutes up
Okay.
there.
Thanks.
Onto the lift, there's no rails. Try not to stand too close to the side. The bigger fella goes in the middle. Right.
Skold will make himself smaller and go in the middle.
That helps.
So,
Get
Right.
on the lift.
On board. Everyone gets on. Pulls against a chain, and you hear this kind of cranking from up top. As they're kind of pulling it, and as it goes up, you can see that Pennytown itself has a kind of a town further in. It has crop fields where they grow, where the kind of grass is, but it's mostly sandy banks at the bottom. That's where most of the parties happen. That's where most of the kind of the delights of this town come alive. In this kind of beachside village. You see dozens of ships pulled up, others sailing around it in a way. A couple of ones which were here, not here when you last were here. There's one massive one in the dock as well. But you get pulled all the way up, and it arrives just adjacent to the top deck. You can see on top a few of the guards who are walking around, some just kind of eyeing you. A couple of the ones who kind of helped pull the chain up stand there kind of heaving and then sit down and kind of empty up their grog and start pouring some down their throats. But you arrive on the top deck, and you see this pirate step forward towards you. Kind of a sash over his eye, not really an eye patch. It's more just kind of an actual, just like bandage going across. Looks at you. Godsbane. The captain lords expect you all. We've got word from Desra that you're not going to try any funny business. Right.
Okay.
He looks at you. Well, we've heard of your reputation. Each of you will be addressing the captains. You do so with respect. Treat them like a lord or a king you would in any other city that you go to. Today, the 3 captains which are present are Captain Alexim Clay, Captain Ma and Captain Grummy. With me. And he turns and begins walking. See the guards who don't really wear any armor, they're kind of in kind of thinner shirts for the weather. And he walks you kind of towards where the staircase leads down into the ship itself. And you can see the bottom of the ship area has been kind of mostly hollowed out. And inside, away from the guns, which have kind of been dropped into their own section, you can see they've built this into actually like a grand hall on the inside of the ship. Some portions like holes in the side, which are letting in some kind of breeze, and you can smell the sea pouring in. You can see these three kind of, almost at the back, they've got these like hauled up chairs, which are kind of implanted into the walls. And there's three of them. They've built almost this kind of makeshift Lord's Hall with stairs that lead up, but they're kind of crooked. They're built out of like planks they've just kind of embedded into it. It's a very kind of like home workshop build of a Lord's Hall, but it's kind of comfortable for them. There's loads of cushions around, people chatting in the kind of lower sections, and you're brought in front of these three pirate lords. Sat in each of the chairs, in the first one to the left, you can see a very young, good-looking captain, maybe 19, 20 years old. Blonde hair that's kind of flowing back, kind of salt still in it. Wearing kind of like an open robe. He's kind of got an open chest that goes down, revealing any chest hair that he's got. But it's blonde and kind of like fluffier coming out through it. You see the actual robes he's wearing goes down below kind of his legs and become almost like yoga or genie pants. He sits there kind of like with one leg over the side of his chair, waiting for the next people to come through, flicking a gold coin up and down in his hand. The person in the center chair, you would see, is a human woman, bald, tough, strong jaw, tattoos that go down her jawline, like little daggers kind of piercing up that make it look like teeth, but they go all the way across. This is Captain Ma for you here. The first one was Captain Clay. She sits there, folded arms, just waiting, doing her business. And the third one, broader, is a bugbear woman. The Captain Grumir has a hat on, this broad hat. She's wearing kind of full captain garbs with this massive kind of almost like leather-like jacket with several just swords all embedded into the jacket that come through. Her arms are torn off the sleeves of her arms, sorry, and her fur kind of protrudes through.
Jesus.
Her fur is this deeper orange with like graying fur down the chest. and she's kind of like sat there just watching, her fingers kind of just pushing against each other, almost causing her fingers to go red, where she just sits there frustrated. Not kind of comfortable to be here and dealing with this, like the politics of everything. You're brought forward and the man leading you down there kind of steps in front of all of the Pirate Council and says, "God's bane for your noon appointment." Turns and walks past. You see pirates who are sat in the corners and all chatting on the pillar area will kind of turn their heads towards you, but the three captain lords look down at you. Captain Clay, the first one, the good-looking one, puts his leg back down and goes, "Hello, hello, hello. So, what can we do for you? Adventures, we've heard of you, by the way. We get your stories on the way, so what would you need with us, pirate lords?"
Opportunity. We have one for you. Maybe you have one for us.
One for you. Go on. Does it involve gold?
It does.
Okay.
So you've heard some of the stories about us. You heard about what's been going on, over towards, what's it called? Cloud's Reach?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Have you heard about what happened in Cloud's Reach?
Bits and bobs. I mean, have you heard anything? See Captain Mark kind of lean forward and just rest her elbows on her knees. There's a lot of talk on the seas about, horrors have come to the city of the Westmornians.
I have.
This does not
We were
bother
there.
us.
It will bother you. It will bother you fairly quickly, I think. Let me tell you what happened there, and then I'll tell you the proposal. We'll see if you are interested. Yeah?
You have booked an appointment with us. You have 20 minutes. You have less now. We listen?
We were in Cloud's Reach for a festival, and that festival was interrupted by the 10th Hell, which invaded, destroyed the, what was it, like Citadel Palace, whatever it was, Fia would know and say the right thing. A portal opened, and fiends from the 10th Hell came pouring in. The city was evacuated. We grabbed the princess, got her to safety. They're not going to stop there. They made an offer as the portal opened. And they said, what was it? I look back at everyone else. A third of the population of... Is that what they said? Yeah. If we gave them a third of the population, maybe they'd be okay with leaving us alone. But they're here to take souls. And it's everyone's souls. They're starting in Cloud's Reach. That's where they are right now, and they're going to quickly expand. We'd like to stop them before they do that.
We hear your plight. Here's the thing. These things happen. They always have in history. Dragons, devils, monsters. These things exist. These things die. Other lives are thrown at them. We profit when they die. We profit when they live. We profit. We don't get involved. We don't need to. Why would we join it? What do you need from us? Do you need ships? You want to buy ships? You want to buy weapons?
I'd like some ships to help ferry troops. I would. What I'd also like is for you to understand that, as I said, they're not going to stop there. You could profit by helping us and helping us to win. You'd help Westmorn. You'd help Kessex. You'd help Crestfall. Who else would owe you? Wolfguard. Lots of folks, actually. Undersun, probably. Lots of people would owe you if you help us. If you don't help us, and they do
The Bugbear
start
speaks.
with a third of the
Owe us.
population.
Owe us. In the Wolf of Moor, we were promised a lot. We were promised many a thing by lords who wanted ships. They didn't pay, did they? Do you know why? Because we're not valued. Because our word doesn't mean anything.
You want that to change?
I couldn't give a fuck if it changes. All I know that is, we help, we get involved, we do our part, we get forgotten. At the moment, the way I see it, there'll be a lot of people fleeing, taking all their valuables with them.
It's short term. You're thinking too small. They're gonna
I'm
flee
thinking
short.
of a lot. I'm thinking of a
They're gonna
very,
flee,
very
and the
big amount of
10th
gold.
hell will follow. The 10th hell is here, and you're here, and they are an unstoppable tide that is going to hit Pennytown at some point. What are you gonna do then? How are you gonna make money then? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna try to steal from the 10th hell?
No,
How do you think
but
that's
we
gonna
have
go?
dealt with unstoppable tides before.
Of the 10th hell? Have you? Like
you?
what?
What makes you so sure that our help will make you win? If it is so
Like I
bad,
said, I know what I need,
well,
and I think you could help out. And
you
I think
haven't
we could
offered us
probably make it
anything
worth
but
your while.
favors so far. And the thing about favors is that they don't go very far. Not here. So, what about something more substantial?
Like what?
The devils are made out of silver.
Looks at Fabia, nods. They are.
You see, Captain Clay kind of actually like lean forward on you. Silver. Well, hold on
Silver.
now. Now, captains, What happens to a devil when they die?
You know, we saw. I'm gonna look at the rest of the group and look at Skold. How big was the, the big giant? What was it? I don't even know. The like behemouthy. So how big do you think that was? How much do you think? I'm bad at like weight and size.
How high is the roof we're currently at the room we're in?
Because it's kind of a hollowed out like brigantine. I would say 30 feet.
Okay, Skold will just grow till his head touches the roof.
They were like kind of back through the beat. You hear the creaking of the planks below you.
This was probably a fraction.
Yeah, the size of its head, if I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Look. Here's the thing. Is it silver all the way through?
What if it is?
What happens to a devil when it dies?
I'm gonna minor illusion. What does happen to a devil when it dies, DM?
Yeah, we've
killed
seen
in
some
this
of
seen them die.
If they killed in this plane, they return to the plane they came from.
Their bodies usually burn up and return. Imps, yeah, no. Even in imps, they,
Even in Impwood.
yeah.
What if you just rip off their body parts?
Yeah, that arm stayed.
Not to be
Whatever.
like war crimey here, but like, if like what if you just rip off a limb and they don't technically die?
Well, that guy that had silver poking out of his arm, the silver didn't go away when he died.
Yeah, like it was fine, right?
Yeah, although he also was immortal. He was,
That dude was immortal.
that was a cultist.
The cultists are all immortal. I don't think I realized.
No, a mortal, not immortal.
Oh, I thought you said immortal. I was like, what the fuck?
She's fucking with you, dude, isn't it?
No, I
No,
just
I
really didn't
also
hear him.
I also kept
I
hearing
thought you
immortal.
Okay.
Sadly, I was not fucking with him. That was me not understanding what was happening.
Cheers.
Word, fist bump.
All right. So you're saying that we can get hold of those?
I'm saying I don't want to make you false promises. I didn't stick around long enough to know what happens, but I sure as fuck would like to find out. I'm saying that you have an opportunity here to bargain for your help and to have rulers who will make good on what they promise you in return.
Your mother.
I'm saying that they will come for you eventually.
Your mother. She told us to meet with you when you put in the request. We did this for her. Make it clear that we do not respect you here. You've not sailed under the banners. You've not done
Not
the work
yet.
yet.
I didn't have my own ship.
I was not done yet. What exactly do you have in store for us? What do you want for us? Give us numbers of what you need, and maybe we'll come to a deal.
I'd like some ships
How many?
to help. Above board, did we figure out how many we would need? Looks like rest of group.
I don't have a perspective of scale really
Um,
to like how many there is to.
it depends what
Yeah.
you're
Those
trying to do
things.
with them. If you're trying to do like troop dropping off, you can fit a few hundred people on a ship.
As I recall,
If you're trying to
Isn't that-
man a ship, one sec. If you're trying to man a ship and use like the cannons and whatnot, like a brigantine can be like 150 people with marines on top. If you're trying to just kind of get a quick and easy group in there, a schooner can carry like anywhere up to like 80 people usually.
okay. And from what I recall, however many weeks ago we had the conversation in Shieldbrook, wasn't everyone there saying like they felt the pirates could be most useful ferrying troops? We didn't really need like a naval assault force. We just needed. Do I remember that right? Anyone?
They partially said that, yeah. I mean, they're technically Cloud's Reach is built alongside a river. So it has a dock.
Oh, that's right. Cloud's Reach is on a river. Be great to get some help with a naval assault. But if you aren't willing to do that, help moving troops would also be really useful.
Okay. So how many ships?
Do I know? I would know how many ships sort of Pennytown in general would have.
Yeah, I mean, across captains, because you have to convince
Yeah.
captains. Like, Pennytown
Yeah.
itself only has, like, maybe 6 dedicated ships. It's mostly just captains that are kind of commissioned and signed on. There'd probably be about 40 captains total, with fleets of probably about 120 total ships.
Okay.
How much gold can we offer them? All they care about is money. Above board,
It
how
is
much gold
true.
can we just offer them per captain or per ship? Let's
Well,
just figure that out.
I don't have money
Yeah.
on me. That's not.
I mean, we have the money that we took from the Silkweaver, but we wanted to save that for the Warforged, and then, we can also have the various governments try to, have them chip in as well. What did you say? 120? Sorry, I'm looking.
120 total ships, yeah.
120 total ships.
Right.
Okay. Okay. What do I know about generally speaking, like how much, like if I wanted to hire a ship, how much it would cost?
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
it's not really something that's done. So
Yeah.
no price. I can't really give a price to it because
Okay.
the pirates in general, what you'd know of the society here is a case of pirates sign on as a kind of, we dedicate our ships to you, in turn we can trade through you.
Right.
So it's more of that's not really a done deal. No one comes to the pirates and does this kind of thing, except for maybe governments, and you wouldn't be privy to that.
Okay. All right.
If you can't talk, then we're done here. You have 5 minutes left. I am getting bored. Your problems are not ours. You got anything to
Above
say?
board, I have no idea what to ask for. So if someone wants to help me out, that would
I
be
have no clue.
fantastic.
I would say just throw a figure. Throw a figure. Just go with the flow.
I mean, 10 ships would get us 1,000 people at a time. If we can't get 10, even 5 would get us 500 at a time.
Start
going
higher.
back
How
and
much
forth.
gold did we have put aside for the Warforged?
A lot.
Yeah, but can we just offer 1,000 gold a ship?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Just tell them 1,000 gold a ship
Yeah.
if they fucking join the fight.
Yeah.
They'll never have to fucking steal for anything ever again.
I would say start at 10. See if we can get 10 ships.
1,000 might be too much for regular people. Maybe 500. 400 gold is a lot.
Be okay with 10 ships.
Well,
I'd
eh.
like a few more than that. Yeah.
I will say that in terms of like ship cost, a ship of their size, if they lost it, would cost them maybe 20,000 plus to restore. So there's a risk there for them. They're very expensive. 10 ships.
Like 10 ships. I'd like more if you were willing to give us more.
The bugbear leans forward. I've got a proposal myself. I'll give you my 6 ships. No cost. I'll sail them myself. I'll be at the head of the quick and quiet. Cloud's Reach. The way I've heard, it was left. They didn't really have time to evacuate many people. At least none of the stronger, noble people. Which leaves their docks mostly untouched. But I heard one ship wasn't in that dock. One ship was already out. Horizon's Reach, Westmont's finest ship. I want that. You give me that, I'll give you 6 of the best ships in my fleet. The whole of my fleet. For free.
Do we know where that ship is?
Is that one of their Royal Navy?
That is the flagship of their Royal Navy.
I'll see what I can do.
No, she won't. It's a deal.
And you got me involved. Clay leans forward and goes, and if we're doing that kind of deal, above each other's, I want that big creature. The whole thing. You said it's made of silver, I want the whole thing. Mine to mine. Mine to collect. Mine to carve up. All that stuff. It's made of silver, I want it.
Okay.
3 ships.
You need more than 3 to bring it down. No one's doing it for you.
I could bring it down with half a ship.
Okay.
4 ships then. That's my fleet. 4 ships.
Okay. Fine. Deal.
There's your 10. I have no interest in joining this folly. I would
What if
only
some of
want
the
to
other
go.
captains are interested?
Like who? The others who are
I don't
trading?
know.
They can make their own deals. On behalf of Pennytown, why should we get involved with any more ships? Why should we risk our people's lives? When things are getting
What if
bad
they
there,
want to?
why would they want to join you? When things are getting bad
Because
there,
maybe they understand the threat.
we can sail the opposite way. We'll just go
You
east.
can't sail for. That's not. You know they can keep going east, right? You know they can just keep following. Can you outsail the 10th hell? Your ship's fast enough for that? Your ship's fast enough to outrace portals
It might
that can
be.
open up wherever they choose?
It's okay, Theo. You're very clearly talking to a coward.
Coward.
Wouldn't expect them to show up when needed.
Big man. We've killed sea creatures that make you look like an ant. We had gladly carve you up right here now.
Oh, we killed one of those too.
The pirate captains may make their own deals with you. That is fine. But Pennytown is not a resource to be taxed upon. But we can be bought. Per galley or per schooner. 10,000 gold. Per brig, 20. Does that sound fair? They both do it that way, and I'll bring in some more of the captains.
But Ford, how long would it take if I helped repair a ship?
You can make
Or even made a ship?
You can make a huge thing in 1 hour. So
So we
a
have
day.
6
Okay.
and 4. So I'll turn to everybody as she's offered that. So we have 6. We have 4. Talk to Heartbloom. Talk to Dazra. We have my ship.
I mean, if I provided the ships by making them, how much would it cost then?
Crew. What if we just wanted to hire crew?
Little man, you want to make the ships. You see them all kind of laugh. Want to make the ships. How many people do you have to build these ships? How long do you have?
Do you
It's
have
pretty
an hour?
impressive.
How many?
Do
Why
you
don't
have
we
an
go down
hour?
to the docks and
An
he can
hour?
show you?
An hour of your spare time. I can show you what I can do.
You've already taken up too much of my time. I don't
If you're
know
not
what you
curious,
build in
that's
a ship.
fine. Maybe Captain Clay and Captain Grummier might be curious to see what our Basil can do, though. Actually, Captain Clay, I think you'd really love this.
But I've seen a lot of people build ships, love. All right.
No, you haven't seen it like
In
this.
an hour
Trust
by
me.
themselves?
Can I just
Aren't
quickly
you a little bit
craft
curious?
like a perfect model of one of their ships if I could see it? Like
Yeah.
just a small version?
Seemingly forward. Sure. And you can do this bigger.
Mm-hmm. Give me an hour.
You provide the ships, and these ships stick around.
Do they? I can never remember.
I think they do with my awakened
can-
one as long as they're not magical, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Yeah.
A totally non-magical
You
ship. Here you
can
go.
build ships like that quickly.
I don't see why
I
not.
have no idea who you're dealing with, do you?
Clearly
Just
not.
take a walk down to the docks for an hour.
I mean, I can show you right now if you just give us an hour, and then you can decide.
All right.
You can go on it.
All
You
right.
can test
Hey,
things
no,
out.
You use your tongue too much. Let's go. And she gets up and she stands, and the three
I
of
look
them
at Basil and I
walk.
wink.
And together, heading down the lift, down to the sand, across the beach to the water. Many kind of pirates coming with them. A lot of the crew kind of working as guards. You see the 3 pirate captains stand there on the beach. They look towards you. Go on then, waste more of our time.
I don't think I'll be doing much of that. He's gonna crack his hands and start going at it and try to just make basically a replication of what he has seen of their ships and what he's familiar with, obviously, with Heartbloom's. Good war ship,
Okay.
somewhere between the two.
So an hour, you can do a huge item in an hour. So you wouldn't be able to finish an entire ship in an hour. You could make a portion of a ship. The way I can see you working is you could do a portion of a ship, and they'd have to like mend it together.
Yeah.
So are you looking to do a small kind of huge ship, or are you looking to make a portion of a ship and show them what you can accomplish in an hour?
I mean, it's still impressive if it's part of it in an hour.
Yeah, I think
and
the
you're like,
portion, just to show
Okay.
that like I am capable of building
The
the
full
bigger
thing.
thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You see, as you kind of build this kind of section, they're watching over the hour. And the hour finishes. Can I guys? Can you do that a lot?
I mean, within reason, but enough to get us there. Yeah, if I work quickly and efficiently.
One moment then. You see the 3 of them kind of turn and begin talking to each other.
Basil, you're so cool.
And then
Thanks.
turn and step back. And she speaks for the group. The Hylomian captain. You build us. Five ships. And we'll come in on those ships. But when we're done, you come back here and you build 5 more. And any other ships you can handle, in that time to make for us, we'll man those as well.
He's gonna look to his group to see what they think.
If you're okay with that, I don't want to promise your time away, but
I mean, all of my efforts and time was going to be dedicated towards this cause anyways, so I'm happy to help in such a big way. Yeah, I can do that for you guys.
And for every lost ship, you'll make a new one. After
Sure,
the war.
that's fine, yeah.
Then it is a simple case of this. However many ships you can need, how many ships you can build, will man. Alright, Godspan, you have yourself a deal. You get those 10 ships ready to move. Any ships you build will man. Alright. See Clegger. Well, I still get the big one. The time is up.
still get the big one.
Good business. And then she turns, and the three of them begin walking back towards the ship, leaving each of you on the beach with the pirate secured as an ally. A price, but one that you've circumvented pretty heavily through magic. Before we kind of move on from there, as you're kind of left on the beach, is there anything else you'd like to do here?
Yes. I would like to find Captain Hartbloom and make sure that she's coming with.
Okay.
And then I think we're already at the docks, right? So as we head over towards towards the Scarlet Ballad, you will see another brig. Similar design, also with red sails. And Fia stops. And she tries to act like really nonchalant. Yeah, I mean, we have this ship too. We have this one. It's mine. It's my ship. My ship. Because I have a ship. Can you just...
There's a brigantine there. And an expensive, powerful one. And you can see as it's docked there, it has a name on the back. Engraved. It says... Red Dragon. And you see... the sails fold up, the cannons on the side. And people still just mending and finish off the final touches, the painting of some of the boards. As a brigantine, an expensive build, but a powerful, and probably one of the most dominating ships here, but also kind of not necessarily tested on the sea yet. Dwarfs the couple of ships next to it. And you'd see, kind of climbing off the back of it, coming down the ramp, is Captain Heartbloom. And she's walking alongside someone. She goes, "Well, you know, I know her. I do. I couldn't believe it." She looks over towards you and kind of begins marching over, throws the hat to the ground, pulls out a pistol and points at you. And then puts it away. I'm just kidding. I just thought...
That was really intimidating.
I'm just jealous of this. I should shoot you for this.
No, please don't shoot me. Was it good?
I've got the finest red ship around, and you've come in here with that. It's
Yeah.
a little
Do you know
unfair,
what?
guys.
I'm sorry, but it's like, and I just hold up my tattoo. Like it is the, just
I know,
Desert
that's
sails
what
are
annoys
red, and
me a
it
little
felt.
bit more, because, you know, it's fitting. But...
What do you mean yours is fitting? What?
A little bit. I mean, it's got a story behind it, at least, so we didn't spend all the gold on it.
That's
Sorry,
true.
but I get a little ruder when I'm here. It's all the grog. It doesn't settle down well. I've been drinking a lot of it recently, but I used to spit out. I'm a little
Oh,
drunk
now you're
right
just
now, but
drinking. Okay. Do you know why we're here? Did Desra tell you?
oh, Desra told me everything.
Okay, are you gonna
Terrible that, isn't it?
are you gonna come with?
Oh yeah.
Love her.
He doesn't actually laugh.
We don't.
Okay, great.
A long time ago, we told you all, if you need anything, we'll be there. And we always put adventure before piracy anyway. You know, that's our secondary profession is piracy. We just haven't really been able to do our first one in a
That's
while.
their fallback.
Yeah, that's
And-
cute.
It's my safety school.
What greater profession is there than, you know, saving the world and all that? You know?
I'm
I
glad you'll be
agree.
there.
But you know, we're going to be sailing right into the... Probably won't be the first ship, because I thought about this, right? I wanted to be the first ship. And then I thought, that's probably the ship that gets destroyed and everyone dies
Yeah,
on
don't-
it. So
don't be
I'll
the
probably be
first
like the
ship.
fourth ship. So the
Yeah,
first three
no,
can go
that's
down. I'll
really
be the
good.
first ship successfully to get through.
Just don't tell anyone else that's your plan, because then everyone will keep trying to
Of
go
course
like.
not. I'm being
behind.
spread around that it'd be great to be the first ship through, and now everyone's thinking about it. Yeah,
Oh my god.
it's not a bad strategy, that is.
Yeah,
but-
no, that's really good.
Especially my rivals, if I get them going, that's a a double profit, that is.
Well, we've created a monster.
Mhm.
But in all honesty, I'm with you. Everyone on board is excited, well, and scared, I'm sure, but we don't really know what we're up against yet. Besides, Desra always inspires us, you know. She's, you know, insults us a lot and
Yeah, she really does.
really makes
right?
Lug cry a lot.
She does.
All
That's
the
not
time.
okay. I'm gonna talk
Oh no.
to her about that. That's not okay. That's just mean. No, don't.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
You've had a long grog, it
She has
seems.
hiccups.
Yeah.
Your Discord glitch.
Oh,
It's terrifying.
I was like,
No, look. It's fine, you know. She's mean to Lug and Lug
I
pee
don't-
on her ship.
fair
So,
enough. Okay,
with ya.
well, I'll intervene if I need to, but otherwise, I'll let Lug handle it. Okay, good.
We gotta set sail soon,
Um,
though, I've heard.
Yeah, I was actually hoping Captain Clay could maybe help with that, because, like, he's the one that can. He's the storm sorcerer, right, Joe?
Yeah.
You know, like maybe he can make ships go faster or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Basil's gonna help and make a few ships, as well. And then we have a few other things that we need to take care of. Some other people to secure, some other things to do, and then.
All right.
But yeah, I imagine you'll head off pretty quickly.
Yeah, we'll get going. I suppose. I suppose. This is a point where it's unfortunate that Fabio isn't here, but one of her Fae would arrive. You'd see as the Dormouse arrives
Hey!
through a little hole in the ground,
Oh, shit.
digs up, brushes some of the sand off.
Who the fuck is
Just
this?
because we're short on time, I couldn't really wait to Fabio. Takes a little small cap off, pushes against his chest. Hello there. So...
Who is this? Do you guys know him?
It's one little mice thing that was in the
Wait. Oh,
the crown.
yeah. The one that, yeah,
Did we wake him
at the
up?
Mad Hatters.
Yeah.
Does he do? Did he just come here to sleep?
Yeah.
Let me
actually-
just gently. I'm gonna gently pat his head. Hello.
Oh, hello. Yes, so, I was sent by the Feywild. They wanted
Okay.
to send me as a messenger. I had a message. They've agreed to help,
Oh,
Okay.
but not directly.
okay.
But they said they can do this. I guess the two little fingers.
Oh, teleport.
That's it.
Oh,
Oh.
they can... the gap.
Can they do that with the ships?
What's that?
Points at a ship.
gestures.
They
Gestures
said-
all around us.
Lots of people.
All. Oh, that's amazing.
They'd get them close.
Okay, great.
That's fantastic. What is your name?
I'm the dormouse, miss. Thank you.
You just you
Sir?
just go by the dormouse. Okay.
Puts his hat
Do we-
back on.
Oh.
Do we just call you when we're ready? Oh shit.
Gently pat his head again.
Ah, thank you very much, sir. What did you ask?
How do we let you know that we're ready for the?
Well, they said if you're trying to get somewhere close, you just have to ask through one of us, and we can go fetch the Fae and get you there.
Okay, that's really great.
They made it sound a lot better.
That sounded great.
No, it sounds amazing. I think you did a great job.
No one ever says that to me.
Oh,
So I'll give you this back.
Jeez.
And he gives you back like a little pendant that he stole from you.
Thank you. Like stow it
Less
away.
sweet. Slightly less sweet.
Yeah.
Well, must be getting back now. But, thank you. And then digs down
Wait,
into...
did you take anything else from any of us?
He's back up. No, you're the only one really got in reach. I was thinking of stealing
Okay.
a lot more things, though.
Okay. Well, thank you for
Good to know.
exercising control.
Oh, there's no control, sir. I just didn't really have a chance to stick around. I had the message in my mind the whole time, but...
Okay, cool. We'll be seeing you. Slowly backs away.
looks down and then starts digging down into the sand again. Disappear.
Amazing.
okay. Well, that's
That's
okay. That's
fantastic.
great. That's great.
Like the best news.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna make some ships.
You have a
I'll
ship.
get the ships there. I
Amazing.
have a ship.
We need a
nice.
tour at some point, please.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's pretty cool. Okay, wait, we don't have time. Okay, the ships, the portals, just obvious. Okay, so we just have to figure out the next, like power up, right? There we go. The next.
Guess so.
Well, above board, you have several of you who still have legacy upgrades. So, if that's something you wish to pursue next, who do you think it should be?
Yeah.
I feel like we're
So
on track
legacy up-
story-wise for Basil since he was already going to find his mom.
That sounds good to me.
I also will throw this out there. Skold just died, and we have
True.
maybe Timmy
No
might be a
diamonds.
good idea because
some
he
I
might
don't
get
think I'm
some
on
sort of
track for anything
upgrade.
like story-wise though. I don't.
Yeah, but we don't know, right?
Yeah, well, we just have to keep going until we find out where my.
Okay, guys, here's what I'm thinking. Looks at Skold. Skold just died. That seems bad. Timmy, what's your clue? You got to have a clue, right? I know, like, what my.
Yet.
Oh, you
Well, what did you see?
Do I?
Do you want to give me a wisdom
It's
check?
been a while, and I don't remember
I don't know if you picked up on it.
a lot of things. Wisdom check. Only a 15.
This is a memory check.
Your DC was 1.
Your mum mentioned that there was a test of Summer. A challenge by Summer.
I don't remember this.
It was during your 6-month break. And
Oh, shit.
the challenge of Summer is something a champion of her can pursue. It's kind of a legend.
Wait, I do remember.
sorry.
That was a
You
while
passed
ago,
the
yeah.
It was only
IRL DC.
briefly ever mentioned. So that is your clue.
So I would say worst case, it's hard to tell where mine is, but I could attempt to, commune with Somra, ask for any guidance,
We just do like a test, and then she's like,
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
"Well, just ask her now, right? Like, why not? Also, if it doesn't work, you can just ask her tomorrow, right? Isn't that how it works? I don't really know how your stuff works.
I think so. What was commune again? Was that,
Commune?
well, whatever it was, the thing where was it a
commune.
spell or was it a feature?
Commune is a spell, the one where you ask your divinity 3 questions.
That's it, 5th level.
Yeah.
I'd have to use an 8th level slot for that right now.
Yeah, but we're just gonna go to sleep.
Are we sure? We're not doing anything?
I mean, I've used my 8th level already. We'll take a rest before we go to take a test or go see Basil's mom or whatever.
Wait, am I still? I think I'm still attuned to my chalice. I am my chalice. I can commune once for free.
Hey!
Oh, you can.
Yeah. So I will prick my finger, put a drop of blood in, sort of focus, find the quietest area around us right now, and just focus to Somra right now.
Okay. You focus the Somra. We'll end up shortly after. We're going to end shortly after this.
Mhm.
You begin casting commune. What would you like to ask?
I would say I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to require of you right now, but we're in trouble, and I don't know if I alone can handle everything that's happening to those around me right now. I just need whatever help you can offer me, even if it's just pointing me in the right direction at the moment.
In this kind of dreamlike state you're in, you feel like your mind wandering, and you hear a voice. I'm trapped. Help. And your mind drifts. And you're taken to a mountainous region. Almost like a bird as you fly through, but drifting more like a spirit, going fast, drifting through the landscape. Massive trees, like jungles, growing against mountaintops. Huge mountains, with a massive volcano in the distance as you fly through, going fast. And then it looks familiar, this landscape, until you see a wall you go over, and then a crumbled Godforged on top of a hill. But as it flies over the Godforged, and you can see the damaged structure below you, the spirit form flings around and wisps down below the mountain, where you see a cracked doorway now, a circular tablet that was blocking a portion of the mountain, now cracked and open. And you fly through the crack. There's a hallway with symbols which are unlit on the walls. You keep flying down and around this spiral, going deeper and deeper beneath the mountain below the Godforge. And then through this last door that opens in your mind. And there in a chamber below the Godforge, below the mountain, sat there with these burning light rings around their wrists, is this beautiful visage of a glowing beacon of an avatar. A creature weakened. A true great sentinel stood near it, watching over it. The avatar of Sumra lies beneath the Godforged.
Fuck.
Help. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Okay.
You just have to go save Samra.
That's a good way to end it. For,
Really quick.
Christmas.
Just a casual summer save.
It's like we gotta go into a giant worm. We gotta go to Magnathor's
Go find
house.
Basil's
We gotta
mom or
get a
something.
pendant. Oh, you gotta
That's
just
cool one
save
to end on because
Samra.
yeah, you've. I thought you might have missed the clue a while ago. I was like, oh, maybe he's just holding on to it, but I thought you might have missed it. It was a bit
I
more-
remembered it at the time, and I remember that it was important, but it's just been so long that I forgot.
We never told you it was the Destiny item, or Legacy item. Even. But yes, so that's cool. We get to end the episode, the final episode before Christmas on a Volcaria kind of mention.
Oof.
Damn.
So,
All right.
we're going to end tonight's episode there. We'll do some shout-outs and go around. We are not playing next week because it is literally Christmas.
Christmas.
But
Literally.
the week after we might. It's
Week after is the day, like the first of the
New
month.
Year's
it is
Day.
the first,
Yeah.
yeah, New Year's Day.
I'm good, but I don't know if you guys are.
I'm
I'm
the
good.
same. I'm the similar kind of manner
I
where
should be fine.
What a great
Well,
way
I-
to start a year.
I've
I'm
hit the
just
age
saying.
where I no longer really celebrate it.
Yeah, so
I haven't in so long.
So yeah, the next episode will be in 2023.
damn.
I was
Fucking weird.
I was saying the other day, I was like thinking about how many episodes we've got left, and I think it genuinely is 10 and under, which is like kind of closing on the end.
Me
but-
and Shane and Brie always make the same.
The fun thing
Sad.
about that though is like you don't really expect episodes like today when you have like that kind of mindset of it, where it's just.
Everyone goes,
I'm glad we
fucking
got to
nuts.
do like one crazy, wacky, ridiculous episode
That was
before
really fun.
going back
That
to the
was
main
good.
kind of plot line. It's always great.
I like the roller coaster of your friend fucking died.
Skold's
And
dead.
now-
Yeah.
Bring it
Yeah.
back. Oh, Edward's a rat, and
That's
he's
usually
turned
the time to
stone.
do it, right? Is like you have heavy trauma and then you decide, let's
Yeah.
go wacky.
But
But yeah, thanks everyone for playing as per usual. Let's go around and do some shout outs because I know people got to get places. Let's start with OG and go around this way.
No, you can't.
Why do you always do it when I start with you? No, I'm waiting.
Because you gotta start with someone else sometimes.
Save your yawns.
No, I don't want to.
You shut yourself out.
No.
I said
I'm
start with
gonna
OG,
yawn when
not
I feel
tomato.
like yawning.
Twitch.tv
I'm gonna
/
yawn
old lady
When I
underscore.
feel like yawning,
and the old lady
you
came up.
can't.
Look,
You can't.
you
be
can
in
follow
charge
me
of my
on my
yawning.
socials. I post about things all the time.
Did you just say socials?
that's the
That's- yeah,
worst
yeah,
OLG impression I've ever heard in my entire life.
Okay, Shane,
You
you
gotta
go.
clean your ears,
Shane, you
man.
go.
I don't sound anything like
I had
that.
COVID. Shane,
Hey,
Shane.
what's up, everyone? Shane Hawk here. I'm not streaming today. Gonna do a WoW raid. It's probably gonna hurt,
It's gonna
but
hurt.
we're going for it. I think we're
I believe in
pushing
you
through
guys.
until we finish, according to. what other
I might
people
not
are
believe in
saying.
you guys.
No, we're not. No, we're
That's
not.
what they were saying. And I don't think
No,
that's gonna
we're not.
happen.
That's
I
false. That's
think it's gonna be very
information.
damn hard.
Yeah.
Dodger is not here currently, but you can find her on twitch.tv / DexBonus. She plays a new game every day and drinks coffee, talks about a kid, and she also mentions Clark too. As a little calling Sam a kid joke, right there. That's a little classic.
I
Yeah.
get it. I see what you did there.
he gave me such a disapproving
No.
look. I felt like
Get
I'm a
over
child.
yourself, Joe Fudge.
That is funny.
Thanks, Tomato. I wouldn't have put you in a stone cage or a glass one. Bree.
Thank you.
Our glass.
I'm Brie-Bun. I'm a variety streamer. I don't play games anymore. I don't know what those are. I just chat on my channel about random shit.
That's the
Nice.
best way to be though. It's so much fun.
It is, yeah. Twitch.tv
Sam.
Brie-Bun.
Yeah. That's pretty fun.
That's me. I'm Sam. I'm no longer dead.
Hey.
Congrats.
Hey. He's a fiend.
You can both. You and Adelward can hunt each other down until one of you figures out how to actually kill each other.
True.
Some Tom and Jerry shit.
Yeah.
No kidding. Oh my god, someone draw that. That's amazing.
It totally is.
Twitch.tv/strippin tomato.
Yes.
Shout out to Doug, dude. Keeping it real out there.
He
Honestly.
did keep it real.
I'd love to see all of the argument from Doug's perspective as he just hears it and he's just staring at the wall the whole time.
I feel like that role really like cemented. Like that's a fucking committed character, right? Like he's like,
Yeah,
"Meh."
Doug's living his best life.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/tomato. Thanks everyone for playing. You can find me on this channel. There is a Discord if you want to talk about the episode, behind the scenes, all that kind of stuff. There's a Patreon if you want to see any of the GM notes and some of the monsters. I have to get back up to updating it. I haven't updated it this week because of la COVID, but it will be coming up soon over the holidays. Happy holidays to everyone. Have a great time next week. Whatever you do, if you celebrate or not, just have a good weekend at the end of the year. And we'll be back the week after for episode 118. Whether we go to Volcaria, whether we explore Basil's, it doesn't really matter because at the moment you're all building up to a very powerful finale and you're getting ever closer each week. So we'll see you there for the 1st of January 2023. Catch you then. Much love and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.